Good evening. We, the unwilling, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much for so long with so little. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to participate in this kind of behavior again.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You are Joaquin Kemp.
Yes, sir.
To Kemp, you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On January 26th, officers were dispatched in reference to a meet the officer call, and call notes indicated EMS was on scene and were in need of law enforcement assistance as they were not under control dealing with a combative family member. Upon arrival, the officer observed the defendant outside the address and EMS was no longer on scene at that time. The defendant appeared visibly upset because law enforcement was on scene and by making negative statements. As the officer was trying to determine the need for services, the officer explained that the defendant's mother was having a medical emergency and that EMS assistance was requested initially. The defendant and the officer relocated inside the address where the officer observed the defendant's mother in physical distress, and the officer and another male began assisting the defendant's mother and escorting her outside to the EMS gurney. And EMS arrived on scene again. And when EMS tried to replace the family member that was assisting on the left side of the defendant's mother, the defendant proceeded to grab the EMS responder's right arm and stated, don't fucking, before the defendant could finish. The officer used an open hand technique to separate the defendant from the EMS responder and escorted him back to the patrol unit.
So he's interfering with
EMS because she was attempting to take control and replace the family member on the side of the gurney. And at that time, the defendant grabbed the EMS responder and wouldn't let her continue to assist the family member on the gurney.
Mr. Kemp, I'm going to find there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Let's do this. I can appoint you a lawyer today if you'd like.
Yes, sir.
They can discuss what's going on with the case. Do you want any conditions at all? Do you think that any conditions are appropriate?
I don't believe so because it's just interference with the.
So let's do this. I'll appoint you a lawyer. I'll have you talk to a lawyer today. Let me have you sign a receipt of Victoria. I'll have you take a seat in the jury box and then we'll figure out how to go forward. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Please.
The other two are Spanish speaking. I emailed the interpreter.
Okay.
Do you want to start THAs?
Yes.
Page 2, a song. Come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Basong. Do you have a lawyer today?
Yes, sir.
Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
Sir.
Let's see if I have one on file. All right, I will give you an application. Let me take a look at it and I'll see whether you qualify. Okay?
Sir.
Please.
All right, next is page 6. Charles, come on up. Go ahead and sign for your receipt.
Good morning, Mr. Charles. Do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir.
Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, sir? Okay. Do you mind giving an application? We're going to give you an application. I'll take a look at it, see whether you qualify. Okay? Please.
All right, Judge, next is page 8. Honors, come on up.
Morning, Joe.
You have a lawyer today, Mr. Connor.
I've been contacting him. I talked to him yesterday. He was supposed to be in here today, and he's still not here yet.
Well, it's still early. Do you know that they're going to be here?
Yeah, he said he will be here.
Okay, just take a seat. We'll wait for him, okay? Don't leave, Mr. Connor.
This way. Right this way.
I don't know. Because this case is 400 days old.
I know, I was gonna ask who it is.
For what?
Who your attorney is?
Oh, I see.
Maloney? Okay, thank you, go ahead. All right, Judge, next is. Page 14, injury, come on up.
You say Gidry?
Yes.
Good morning, Miss Gidry. Do you have a lawyer today? Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you an application. We'll take a look, we'll see whether you're qualified, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right this way. Go ahead and sign for your receipt. Next judge is page 23, Martinez, Luis. Come on up.
Sir, good morning. Do you have a lawyer today? Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
No, sir.
Okay,
I have a number for a lawyer, but I just didn't open till today, so I'll be getting on a phone call with him.
okay, I can give you more time. If we'll have you head on over to Victoria, we'll give you another reset. When you come back, please have the lawyer. All right? Okay.
This way. All right, Judge, next is page 24. McLean, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. McLean. Do you have a lawyer today?
No.
Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer? Okay, I'll have you fill an application. I'll take a look whether you qualify. Okay.
That's it, you're pretty good. You're welcome. All right, go ahead and sign. Right, thank you. Next judge is page 34. Bottom of 34.
Turubiartes, come up. Speak English? Do you have a lawyer today? Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer? Okay, I'm going to give you an application. I need you to fill it out. Let me take a look to see whether you qualify. All right? Please.
Right this way. Next judge is page 35, Wallace. Come on up. Go ahead, that's on three reasons.
Phones off, please. You Jessica Wallace, coming up, man. Good morning. Do you have a lawyer today?
I do not.
You want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
I do.
Okay, I'll give you an application. I need you to fill it out and I'll take a look whether you qualify.
I have been sick. I haven't.
Don't, Britt, there's no need to say anything. Just fill it out. Let me take a look to see whether you qualify. Okay? Just be honest. That's it. Yes, ma'am.
This way. Go ahead and sign for your reset. The next judge is page 36. Wilson, come on up. Go ahead and have a seat and then boss behind you.
Morning, Miss Wilson. Do you have a lawyer today?
Tom.
Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
I would like to request some more time for a lawyer.
Sure. I'm happy to give it to you. If you want to step on over to Victoria, we'll give you another reset, but I'm telling you now, this is it. By then, it's going to be 90 days and it's time to move on. You understand? Okay, please.
Right this way. Gallegos, Rodolfo.
Are you ready? Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have Marvin Opute on docket,
Okay.
and he's the one that we were waiting for PTR approval. He wasn't able to make it here. He's here today. We went ahead and just did his T-Res while we're waiting. And as of this morning, still no approval yet. Tom sent an email out as well asking, I don't know if there's any notes on your end, but
No, we're on our end. We're still waiting for approval and we've reached out and they're still,
How many times have we reset this waiting for you guys to approve or deny? Do you know how many times we've reset this thing?
why is sometimes we get common and you let it be moved?
I see. So at least one time on our end, maybe twice. And we just have a note put in today saying the case is not yet approved.
It's what?
We had a note from today saying that they're still not approved yet.
Council for
Are they
They
reset.
have the T-RAS.
Waiting on something?
I don't know because they received the T-RAS, it's just not
So
approved
it's
yet.
Gomez, that's the person,
That's
right?
the person, but I believe that now it's Ashley Geis who will make the approval. So we're just waiting on her to make the final approval.
And Judge, just so I can let it be out there, the last email, they were asking if he had paid some restitution. And then Tom replied, as far as I know, the other vehicle's owner was never identified. So I don't know if that's what the hiccup is.
Your email, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry,
Your
Judge.
email address.
WBTXLAW.
I got it. Okay. You have somewhere else to go. I'm emailing them now to see whether we can get a decision for you. Let's see if there's anything else that they're lacking.
I'm done for today, but I mean, if you need me to come back, this was my only case on
Yes,
this.
leave your cell phone with Victoria and then we'll reach out to you when I get a decision, what they say. And then we can call you and just let you know.
Okay, and then as far as the client, do I tell them to just stay put or can?
Yeah, let's wait to see, because if they deny it, then there's no sense in doing a TRAS, you know?
Okay. And then,
Okay.
if it does get reset, may I ask that his next appearance be waived while we figure this out?
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, Judge Fleischer is here for the Spanish arraignments.
Okay.
First one is on page 11. Garza.
Muchas cosas.
Buenos
Nomás
días.
escucha. Nomás escucha el caso, ¿ok? Yo lo voy a interpretar.
Muy bien, muchas gracias. Muy buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cuál es su nombre?
Blas.
Blas. Okay. Bonito nombre.
Thank you for providing disclosure.
Pues ahorita es mi primer corte. No tengo un abogado ahorita, pero yo quiero hablar con él. Si tú consigues un abogado público. ¿Me va a leer mis cargos, señorita?
Te va a decir.
¿Cuál es el problema?
Ujú.
¿Cuál es el problema?
Esa registro de tus derechos. No hable de más. Además escucha.
All right. You are Eliseo Garza.
¿Qué pasa?
Mr. Garza, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
$100.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Yes, Judge. On January 26, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a crash that occurred at 10200 Beaumont Highway and observed a white Chevrolet Blazer with minor front end damage and both the driver and passenger side airbags deployed. The officer observed a male leaning against the rear passenger door of the vehicle, and when speaking with another officer, the other officer advised he observed the male exiting the driver's side of the motor vehicle. The officer observed no other individuals in the immediate area of the crash, and the officer made contact with the male, now identified as the defendant, and noticed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, watery bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and wet stains on his shirt consistent with the smell of an alcoholic beverage. The officer also observed the defendant swaying, staggering, and stumbling while speaking. The defendant advised he was coming from the flea market and was en route to his home. When asked how he crashed, the defendant stated, "I was driving and I crashed. I don't remember." The defendant also advised he ate at a restaurant and drank beers there. The defendant stated he had 4 to 5 Modelo beers at the flea market, and the officer observed a cold red cup in the center cup holder of the motor vehicle with approximately a quarter of liquid inside that smelled like tequila. The red cup had 2 limes inside. Standard field sobriety tests were then administered. When asked to perform the walk-in turn and one-leg stand, the defendant refused, and the officer found 4 out of 6 clues on the HGN. The defendant was read the DIC and refused a breath sample. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Mr. Garza, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I would hope that you recognize it's elementary, that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. In fact, it's a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence that you get upon proof of that. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, it's very possible they put an immigration detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until the case is over with and then shipped off to immigration. I am now putting bond conditions on you. If you violate these conditions, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. And like I said, if you're not in this country with permission, you could be sitting in there for a very long time. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any illegal drugs, you will go to jail. I'm also forbidding you from driving. You will be signing with me today a promise. This is an affidavit that you're not going to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor.
Preguntando si tiene antecedentes. Dice no.
I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. After that, I'm going to get you to Victoria, where we'll have you sign a reset. And after that, I'll get you to Felicia for your bond conditions. Be careful what you do, because like I said, any of these conditions, I'm just going to lock you up. Do you understand? Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Judge, was that CHA?
Yeah.
The next one, Judge, I'm just gonna get them up here.
Okay.
Page 23, bottom of 23.
Mazariegos.
Yes, señor juez.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Nos escucha?
Marvin Lucius Joseph Mazariegos.
Yes.
You were charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yo,
Yes, Judge. On
Dice.
January 27th, 2025,
2025.
on 11402 North Houston Road, the officer observed the defendant stopped in the intersection facing northbound. The defendant was observed to be asleep behind the wheel of the vehicle, which was running. The gear shift was in drive, and the defendant's foot was on the brake. Multiple attempts were made to contact the driver. None were successful. Houston Fire Department and Emergency Medical Services were contacted, and the vehicle was locked, but responders were able to unlock the doors and put the vehicle in park. The officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, bloodshot eyes, and glossy eyes. Standard field sobriety tests were performed back at the station. HGN 4 out of 6, walk and turn 8 out of 8, one leg stand 4 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to breath. The results were 0.186 and 0.194.
How many prior DWIs does this gentleman have?
He has one prior, Your Honor.
Have you run an NCIC?
Yes, Judge.
License?
I'll run that right now, Your Honor.
no.
No. Said no.
¿Tienes
licencia?
No.
He said he doesn't have a license.
Yes, Judge, there's no license on
Dice no
file.
hay licencia.
Mr. Mazariegos, let me make something perfectly clear to you. That I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to drive any vehicle. I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 children. If you do not have a license and liability insurance, then you are not allowed to drive. I am now placing an additional restriction on you that I'm going to have you take a portable breath test device with you everywhere you go to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. If I find that you consume alcohol, if I find that you use illegal drugs, I will revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country, with permission and you go to jail any more than 4 hours, immigration sweeps the jail on a daily basis. They will put a detainer on you and you will sit there until this case is over with and then shipped off to immigration.
Una habitación.
Do you understand?
Lo entiendo. Conteste palabra.
Ah,
¿Lo
sí.
entiende? Yes.
Signing a promise with me that you're not going to drive. I don't
A mí.
care what you're doing. Do not get into a car.
Okay, yes.
I'm sending notice to the Department of Public Safety that every officer in this state will know if you are in a car driving, you are supposed to have an interlock in that car. If they catch you driving a car that doesn't have an interlock, they're going to arrest you and put you in jail.
Tiene el almacenamiento. Van a estar en Gaslight.
Sí, yo no voy a tener carro ahorita.
I don't have a vehicle at this time.
La máquina portátil está bien.
The
Don't
portable.
use anyone else's car
El vehículo
don't-
de alguien más.
at all.
Okay.
I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive.
Que no-
After that, I'll get you to Victoria. We'll have you sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions. Mr. Mazat, sir, do you have are you working now?
¿Está trabajando ahorita?
Sí,
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
relación.
Remodeling.
Yeah, is that a steady income for you?
Trabaja todos los días.
Sí,
Yes.
Do you have the ability to hire a
¿La
lawyer?
capacidad para ocupar tu propio abogado?
sí.
Yes.
Okay, we will give you time, sir. So I'll have you come up here with all the appropriate documents and then we'll get you out of here. Do not consume alcohol and above all else, do not drive.
Aneta.
Okay? Come on.
That's it for now, Jeff.
Okay, I'm gonna head over to, over there. That way I can get it done.
Well, they don't start till 10:30.
What? Well, let me go.
It's 9:30. Well, that's what the.
Levanta la mano derecha. Yes. Yes. Está bien. Vamos para acá conmigo. Vas a querer, vas a querer.
That was a question from the attorney last week. Thanks, Plaza.
Yeah, thanks, Blossom.
Hey, Plaza.
No,
Yeah,
es de
it's when you buy a product. You know that I don't check. Yeah, Mr. Ellen.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
On Friday, we discussed Mr. Ellis possibly getting a PR bond if we get his mom and girlfriend on board to help him abide by his conditions. I do have his mom. She is on Zoom, and as well as his girlfriend is on Zoom. We've talked about a few things that will help. They both agreed that,
Is that who this Ellis is? I have
yeah,
sitting
Miss
here?
Tammy
Okay.
Ellis is his mother, and Miss Dalcourt is his girlfriend, who he lives with. They live down the street from each other. I spoke to Miss Ellis and,
Hold on, let me bring you in.
okay,
Great. Do you mind getting here? Do you mind bringing out Mr. Ellis, please? Yeah, thanks. Tammy Ellis.
Here.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can hear you.
Do me a favor, will you hit the button on the, they always, no, on the soundbar.
Oh.
Please, there should be one button right there.
okay, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, say something.
Hi.
There we go. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I have your son coming out now.
Okay.
So who does he live with? Does he live with you or does he live with girlfriend?
He lives with his girlfriend. They're like a block away. Maybe 2 blocks away.
What do you suggest?
So I talked to both of them, and they're both going to be instrumental. I spoke with girlfriend and mom, and they said that, you know, if he has a curfew, they're going to be calling him, making sure he's inside at that time. They're going to be sending him jobs so that he can apply to certain jobs. I spoke with his mom, and we're going to work together with some departments in the PD's office on getting him some mental health resources to help him integrate into society.
Morning, Mr. Ellis. Look on the TV. Who's that?
That's my mother.
That's right. She's here because she cares about you. She don't want to see you just sit there and rot and languish in there. You know, we all do. But the way that things have been going lately, it's not well. And I'll tell you, Mr. Ellis, that with the facts of the case, the way they were, he's lucky he didn't get shot. Because I can tell you plenty of times that people in that exact position, they end up shot, they end up dead. Once that happens, I mean, there's just no coming back. You have to make wiser decisions. So what do you suggest?
I suggest, but based on speaking with Miss Ellis and Miss Dalcourt, they're going to be very instrumental in making sure he abides by his conditions. I suggest that we give him a PR bond, and then they're going to be instrumental. I will be in contact with both of them. I've been texting them all weekend. They're very responsive. So I'll be even in contact with them both if we can get him a PR bond.
Mr. Ellis, you have 2 strikes against you now. You get a third. I'm not going to play this game with you again. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Mom, is he supposed to be taking any kind of medication? Do you know?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
he should have it with him. That's where he was coming from, because I took him to get a mental checkup.
Okay.
And he was going back and forth on his own. I didn't have to take him. He was being responsible. They were upgrading his medicine at the time. So he should have his medicine with him now. He needs to take it, and that's the thing.
Has he been taking it though? Do you know that?
He's been taking it, but not as much as he wasn't taking it every day. But I know now since he went on his own to get it upgraded, he's gonna take the medicine.
When you take the medication, good things happen. The problem is that people, they start taking it, they feel good, and then say, oh man, I feel great. I don't need this anymore. And that's when things start devolving into complete chaos. You take it and you continue to take it. And that's when good things happen. You need to understand that if you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. This is what we want to prevent. And this is why you need to keep yourself occupied. Your brain needs stuff to do. It can't just sit there and do nothing all day because it craves things to do. And when you don't, that's when you start thinking of bad things. You start hanging out with bad people. You start doing bad things. No. I will give you a chance, but I'm going to load you up with conditions. And if I find that you play with us again, you're going to end up in orange and you'll stay there. Because as you see, there's no one that's going to bond you out. Do you understand? The first condition is that you take your medication every single day. The next thing is that I'm going to give you a curfew. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. Nothing good happens in the middle of the night, and I don't want you out. Do you understand? Number 3, you must get a job or get into school full time so that you have something to do. You need to develop a trade, a skill, get knowledge. That way you go somewhere 20 years from now, because your mom's not going to be here for the rest of your life. What's going to happen when she's gone? Your girlfriend, she may not be there for the rest of your life as well. You need to be able to depend on yourself so that you have money. Do you understand? So get a full-time job, curfew. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks, and I want to see what you have done. I'm not going to just reset you just to reset you. I'm going to bring you back a lot to make sure that you're in compliance. And the first time you're not, you stay with me. You understand? Okay, curfew 10 p.m. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, and I'm going to test you. If I find that you're smoking weed, likewise, you're just going to stay with me. You have a line to get to me, Miss Ellis. If you ever need anything, all you have to do is reach out, and I'm happy to help you in any way. If you start acting up, you let me know, and I'll rein him in.
Thank you.
You listen to mom. If mom tells me that you're acting a fool, likewise, you're going to stay with me. You understand? All right, I'll give you a PR bond. I won't give you another one. This is the only one that you're going to get from me. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you
Don't
so
send
much,
me out.
Judge.
We need them to sign conditions, please. Miss Ellis, I wish you the best of luck. Like I said, if you ever need anything, just come on back and we'll help you out, okay?
Okay, well, she'll let me know how to get in contact with you.
Yes, she will. And she has a direct line to me too as well. So
I
that
mean, he's not a troubled son. He just needs something to do. He needs to get we've been trying to find him a job though, but it's kind of hard.
you know what, we have resources as well, so we can give him paperwork on how to get a job and things of that as well. So we'll help you out as much as we can, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Jack, you
Thanks.
said 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.?
Yeah.
And then for the
Get a job?
review, did you want the GPS to watch as well?
Yeah. Yeah, prior to release. Waive all the fees, please.
Thank you.
Okay, man.
All right.
Thanks. Hey, yeah, good morning.
Christopher Torres.
Okay,
You're here, I guess, about a week ago, and it's like in a 6-month period. So you had him, he's here. We're, the state, that this is a DWI that involved an accident. So we're awaiting RIP calls in order to get an offer.
did
And
you just sign on?
no, I've been on Torres.
Yeah, it's since last August, right?
Yes,
So do you have an offer on the case?
no, we don't.
And Your Honor, we can look at it for an offer. We attended the RIPS this morning and we're unsuccessful, so we can look at it. We could put an offer on there.
So let's set it a week, send it to the investigator, or 2 weeks, send it to the investigator so we can not
Yes, Judge.
sit there. So let's set off 2 weeks,
Okay.
okay? So they can get, and then in the year, put an offer as well.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Good day.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Come.
I have a client in Court 6 that intends on taking a plea this morning, and I wanted to see if you would okay his son translating. He speaks Swahili, and it's my
Sure.
understanding that
I'm
there's.
okay with that.
Okay,
Just
perfect.
need him to sign the document on the bottom saying that he's the one that translated that.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
okay
you,
with
Your Honor.
Sure. And just let them know whenever they're ready. I'll head over there.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, yes, ma'am. Can you pass me the printer? No, I never got on it. And I have CLB. Oh, okay.
Is there an answer on there?
It's
All right, it's like- Make sure you can turn it on.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you can stay straight.
You said that it might be something in a train.
Yeah. That's
Like.
Oh, yeah.
Garza? I only see for Washington, I only see that they filed for the distinguished, for that.
Oh, right. We did this from the trespass, right? Okay, dismissed it from the trespass.
Judge Fleischer, on page 33, Torres, Christopher,
Yeah,
did you say 1 week? 2? Yes.
Rip.
Rip.
I think, Mario, it's for restitution, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's restitution. It's a restitution, and they can't get a hold of it.
How's that 217? They'll sign in just a second.
And I saw the offer, but I don't know if there's, but I said that. So I wanted to go and take a look at that. Do with that. Then it's still policy.
Day offer.
All right, go ahead and sign, please. Yeah.
Now there's I don't know if you all would probably based on this.
Oh, it's not.
Information on.
Council for recess.
Eso, muchas gracias. He's not going to get sponsored.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Did you go through
Okay.
All right, thank you. Oh, Rushy, I don't think so. Yeah, I think so. I'll take that little 9:30. They don't still come through, they're just filed it, but I'm having. The criminal list. Yeah. Once I see it, I'll. Okay.
Just a minute. Yeah. Oh, cool. Right. And they. Absolutely.
I don't know if that's what she is, but I was curious about the number because the whole initially allowed this. In some manner, but I asked her, you know, it's something that she has to do. I don't know what there's.
San Diego? Thank you so much. Sorry.
What number is that? So they're saying, you know.
Yeah, the same $5. So.
I didn't know that I would do that.
Right, so I'll try to think.
And in the event that that's what it is, verified, that's what you want to do.
I
I
said.
know where you can get that from your driver's safety for this.
Council for reset.
Anger management.
Yes. Hi, Amy.
I'm approaching off docket with Amanda Hale. This is a case with Shipley. She said she had no objection to us approaching.
That's my calendar.
Okay.
So,
We fall out.
I believe she's set to like sometime later this February, but it turns out her reset date for pickup is actually supposed to be today. I gave a call to the main jurisdiction. They can come here tomorrow. Shipley agreed to a 2-day extension. Just want to let you know.
Okay. Thanks. James Bond. James.
Yes,
Hey, bud.
sorry about that.
For what?
I'm trying to get my volume going. I got Mr. Proctor today.
Okay.
We had approached and he was given bond. He picked up a new case while on bond for a case. I represent him on both. I think he signed the bond revocation
Let me see.
request or hearing.
So we need to address the bond violation report.
If you,
Correct?
yes, he's present.
Sorry, bear with me a second, James. And you, please. Hey, Vic, are you ready to do Proctor real quick? Come up, Mr. Proctor. You are on bond for a terroristic threat, and now you've picked up a new case. You now stand charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's over a 0.15, so you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Alex, do you mind? This is Proctor, please.
Yes, Judge.
The new case, the DWI.
On January 24th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a vehicle accident on Conklin Lane, Harris County, Texas. The officer observed the defendant's vehicle stuck in grass, and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver, and sole occupant. The defendant stated he was going fast and lost control because he hydroplaned. However, the officer observed no water or ice on the road. The officer observed glossy eyes in the defendant's one eye, slurred speech, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant stated he was on his way home from NRG as he was at a rodeo event. The defendant stated he drank 2 beers and standard field sobriety tests were administered, HGN 3 out of 6, and the walk-in turn was unable to be performed due to equilibrium being off from the defendant only have one eye. The one-leg stand was started, but the defendant stated he could not do the test 20 seconds as the test had already been started. The defendant read the DIC and extended a breath. The results were 0.161 and 0.155.
council for
All right,
recess?
Mr. Proctor, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with a new case. We have not addressed the old case, correct, Mr. Pons?
No, sir.
Okay. Because you're on bond, you picked up a new case. I'm now revoking your bond on the first case. Goes with you. The bond is set at 5,000 now, James. I usually, when it's, yeah, you raise it up to 5,001 now because it's 5,000. I guess I'll do half and I'll do it 7,501.
Okay. I was hoping maybe on the probable cause issue first.
Oh, tell me if you have an argument. I'm all
Well,
for
it's
it.
got one eye, so the tests are off. So all you have is him just saying I had 2 beers as probable cause of intoxication.
But you know, that's not, I mean, you take it as a totality. There's all the other.
Your Honor, respectively, they observe HGN in the one eye, the 3 other, and that,
Yeah, I don't think you
they
can
still
do
have
that.
the odor. And they still have his statement being that he drank 2 beers and then also his refusal to do the test. And then as well as
You have an accident.
and the strong odor of an alcoholic beverage.
I mean, you have a
So
breath test it's twice over the legal limit as well, allegedly. So, I mean, I think that there's enough to go forward for probable cause purposes. Beyond a
Okay.
reasonable doubt, I don't know, but I think there's enough. It goes with you.
Well, he's got one eye, so I got to at least try.
I got it. I understand. And,
Okay.
and look, I wouldn't take credence in that test anyways, you know? I mean, even assuming it's done all correctly, what it's 77% chance as it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but taken together the totality of everything else, I think it's sufficient. So,
Okay. What
um,
about instead of revoking the bond? Because what we did last time with Judge Andrews was she kept the bonds the same, and we let him out, hoping that the conditions on the DWI would satisfy any threat to the community.
no, I want him to
And-
get it. He's not getting it. And so,
Okay.
I mean, if he's unable to make bond, come back and we can talk. But not now.
Okay, so what was the new amounts now? Or the new amount?
7501 on the, I'll leave the DWI as is, but 7501 on the terroristic threat. He will pop up on tomorrow's docket, James. So,
I'll see you
yeah,
tomorrow. Okay, cool.
okay.
All right,
See
thank you.
Take care, bud. Mr. Theron. Hey, bud. Great to see you, man. It's been too long. It's been too long. What's new?
Working on one of your cases, I worked out today, so we're all good.
Okay, great. Anything you need. Yeah, you know, a lot of drama.
You said, PTI?
Oh, Jesus Lopez, they're gonna give me a weapons contract.
Is he able to get out? What's holding him?
It's felonies,
Okay.
but they said a gun safety class, and I'll arrange for a computer over there. We'll do the online class.
We've tried it here in the jail before. If you want to have someone come and bring a computer and just kind of sit with them here, you know, that's a possibility as well. So they don't have to go all the way to the jail if you want to do that. We've done that before too, where, you know, we've got that little desk down there. You can just kind of sit the computer there and put them in the small cell and they just kind of, is that, no? No? Okay. It's gonna, okay, sorry. Yeah, it'll have to be over there.
I'll get it done.
Yeah, okay. I mean, whatever you
I've
want.
got to meet with him for a while anyway, so it's another thing, so.
Just whatever you want.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Counsel, if you just.
Mr. Brooker. Hey,
Judge, I have 2 on the docket. It looks like one is going to work out. Natalie Garza looks like it's going to work out.
Okay.
Once we get restitution established, that one should be dismissed. But we're just not there yet, but we're all in agreement.
okay.
We just need to make sure that the number is correct.
It's kind of old though, and we've had the restitution, $500 restitution at class for dismissal since January.
We're just waiting to get the proof of the insurance from the complainant. I called twice just now and I'll call again this evening to see if I can get a hold of that today.
I'm gonna roll it a week.
I'm cool with it. We're in agreement, Judge, so a week is fine.
Got it.
And hopefully if they can get it earlier, we'll get it in earlier and she doesn't have to appear. And also, Judge, I understand that Tristan Smith needs bond conditions for the second case, so I'm here to approach on Tristan Smith.
Come up, Mr. Smith. We didn't do conditions on it?
Oh, we did. Victoria said,
Condition.
I think we're good.
Tell me, how are things going? Great. Okay. That's the best news I've heard all day. Really.
They're like unenrolled in Channel, but I wasn't gonna be able to go to Channel anyway because it's too far of a commute. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, so they just enrolled me in Humble High School. So my first day will be Thursday.
Knowledge is power. When you know things, you can do anything. I'm telling you, ask him. When you have knowledge and when you know things, it can take you so far in life. The only way you do it is by doing school, taking it seriously, and not letting other people drag you down. Because that's what you constantly have is people around you trying to bring you down. Don't let them. Be stronger. Right here, that's where it starts. When you see someone trying to take you down, even though, hey, let's go out, let's do this, it's bringing you down. Don't let it. Be stronger. Be strong-willed. Make something of yourself. And it starts. Prime example right here. He's amazing, right? That's a great role model right there. You ever need anything, that's who you follow. We have things here that we can help you out too. What conditions do we need?
I thought that we needed somebody.
Alicia, do we?
Did you want me to go over the ones that we have?
No, I mean, I think that the only thing we need is just stay in school, get a job. I would prefer you stay in school, get as much education as you can, so you become someone, go to law school. It's an amazing field. I'm telling you. Okay. I mean, I think we're good,
Yes, sir.
just don't pick up any new cases. Be good. Okay. All right,
Thank you,
Trent.
Judge.
Just to confirm on this case, we're only revoking the.
Yeah, just a terrorist threat at 7501, and then I'll do a bail order. Mr. D. Hey.
Mr. Christopher Martinez, step forward, please. Yes, sir.
Proceed and over the assault and dismiss the
Yeah.
Yes, sir. No, sir. To the judge.
Yes, sir.
So then we'll wait a minute.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Martinez.
Good morning, sir.
So you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with terroristic threat. You're also charged with assault of a family member. Looks like you guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 13-month deferred. That is a type of probation that if you successfully complete it, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. You can't tell people it was dismissed. It doesn't get dismissed. You take a probation. If you complete it successfully, you don't end up with a conviction on your record. This is extremely important. The other thing that you need to understand is that with this case, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. Shh. There's an affirmative finding of family violence.
Yes, sir.
You ever pick up another case like this, you will be looking at a 3rd-degree felony, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. And it doesn't have to be something where it's a dragged down fight where there's fists and this. No. All you have to do is squeeze someone's arm enough to where it hurts. Boom. You're looking at a 3rd-degree felony. You understand?
Yes, sir.
It's any pain. Pain is a very loose term. It's not what you think, it's what the other person perceives. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, for you to complete this successfully, you must do what's called a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what conditions you may need. You must do substance abuse treatment. You must also do what's called a BIP class. That's a Batters Intervention Prevention Program. This is a difficult one. You have to go and do a class once a week for 18 weeks. If you fail to appear for the class, they're going to kick you out and I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. 16 hours of community service, no threatening or harassing abusive contact with a Mr. Pipkins, no drugs, no alcohol, $100 donation one time to the family violence. It says family violence provider, or should it be?
Probably center, Judge, probably means center.
Should it be the Houston Area Women's Center?
Let me see, Your Honor.
I've never heard of.
I mean, it's just language that would include things like Houston Area Women's Center or any organization.
Okay.
Maybe we need to work on wording.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. So if.
Houston
It's
Area
just-
Women's Center, Judge.
Yeah, any
Can you put it to
organization.
Houston Area Women's Center? No weapons as well. I'll make you a deal. I would prefer him to do a class instead of the 16 hours community service. So perhaps like a effective decision-making class in lieu of that at his choice, if he would prefer to do that. A more menial tasks, picking up that's just, it makes no sense. I'd rather you learn something from this, and like an effective decision-making class is something that you can do at your leisure instead of just doing menial work that just makes no sense.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'll make you another deal, Mr. Martinez.
Yes, sir.
If you're clean, if you're nice to everybody, you get your classes done quick, I'll take you off in half the time as a reward for you doing well. But I want you to understand, if you pick up a new case, if you don't do your stuff on time, if something else happens, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. You were looking at an entire year if you violate this probation. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well, it's not hard. 90% no self-control. That's why they're in custody. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you enter into this agreement with us, you are stuck with us until you complete it or unless it gets revoked. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, like I said, as an added incentive, you can be done with this thing in 7 months if you do really well and kick butt. All right?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
I will not find you guilty. I'll withhold it for 13 months. So you work at PetSmart.
Yes, sir.
It reduces fees. All right. It's never about the money. I don't care about the money. So don't worry about the money. Just do what you say you're going to do. Be nice. Don't pick up any new cases. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. D.
Yes, sir. We have one on Mrs. Kevanika Washington. Kevanika.
What's the
It's a
last name?
jail, Washington, Your Honor.
Is that the one that keeps coming back?
I believe so, Judge, on the criminal trespass case, yeah. Picked up another one.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm,
They're gonna dismiss another case.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, Anna. Yeah, talk to me while we're waiting.
I have the 2 bond revocation hearings this morning.
Okay.
My understanding is that Miss Sonier went to help with another court, so whenever she's ready.
Just let me know.
Okay, and then I think the state is ready, but I don't want to speak for them, so.
I'm here. I'll be out shortly.
Oh, okay.
You just get this plate done real quick.
Okay, no problem.
You want to talk to me real quick?
Just quick, Mr. What was it, DWI? He's gotten his device, Mr. Beugre, last name. The last time we were here, his attorney got off the case. I was assigned it. He was in the midst of getting everything for PTI. To make a long story short, he was in the midst of getting everything for PTI. He got an interlock on his vehicle. And so they sent the paperwork, and I have everything, but he didn't send it to me this morning. And so I need to sign off on it and get all my stuff together, but it should be ready to go. So if we could roll it till Friday, and then we should,
Monday?
whichever is easier for the court, but I just need to just stamp
It's
and
no good because it's a Raymond Day, but
Monday is fine, but I'll get it in before then this week, because it should just be paperwork. He has everything, he's paid everything.
Great.
And so it just should be, but I just wanted to confirm something because I wasn't the original attorney on the case. Ms. Gamez stated, you know, he drives a work vehicle, and it's my understanding that the court gave him permission to drive his work vehicle without the device being on it, but on his personal vehicle to have the device. And before I confirm it with her, I wanted to just make sure that that was the understanding.
you usually put like a scram as well, so that we know that he's not drinking while he's driving a company truck, you know? That's what we normally do in these instances.
Would have that information. I just wanted to confirm
Just
it.
telling you. So it's nothing that nobody would have, but if he's gonna drive a vehicle,
Because I think this was already discussed, so that's why I wanted to make sure.
or a portable device, I guess, you know?
He has that. I don't think he has both of them. I know he has, because it was a financial issue. That's why it took him so long to get it on.
Well, I
his
pay for
schedule.
everything.
Oh.
Well,
I asked
while they're
him.
on bond, I pay, and then they have to start paying once they get into the program. I can't pay for it while they're in the program.
That's what I'm saying. I think it might have been, but I'll confirm. But if we could just reset it to Monday to get everything
Sure.
in. Thank you.
Absolutely. Come on up, Ms. Washington.
Okay.
And you are charged with resisting arrest. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail with credit for the 41 days that you've done. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Is this what you want to do, man? How do you plead to the offense of resisting arrest?
Plead guilty, yes, sir.
I'll find you guilty, send you to 30 days in jail, credit for the 41, and then your other case, the trespass, will be dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ready?
Yes, Your Honor. Hi, good morning. I'm here on Samantha Salazar. She is in the holdover. She does have a pending, I believe, a motion to adjudicate on a felony.
Correct, right.
And she has
She
one.
went AWOL for a while, and we finally got her. So,
State has made an offer, you know, I mean, my client wants to have a hearing.
Okay.
Which, at this point, I mean, I don't know what y'all's docket looks like, but.
What's gonna happen upstairs, do you know?
You know, she thinks they're gonna keep her on, but I mean, that doesn't make sense.
Yes, Judge, we've offered 90 days jail.
Okay, so offer the 90.
Right, I've talked to her about that. I mean, she's been in there for a few weeks already. She's probably gonna stay in there.
Did they not just pick her up?
It says she's been in there since the 26th.
The warrant.
16th.
Yeah, she got arrested on the 16th, so she's been, what, 2 weeks?
She's been there for 2 weeks, so I think.
What's felony doing? You have any indication?
No communication yet with felony. I believe the ag assault was just dismissed. And
She got on a deferred for the injury
on the
to trail.
deferred
Right,
for
yes.
the injury to.
And I'm gonna be honest, John, I've watched all the video on these new law violations. I wanted to fight it, and she went and took deferred right away, you know, before I even got appointed on this misdemeanor. She took deferred on the felony, and I reviewed it, and I was ready to have the hearing, and she said she was sick and all that. But my question is, she's pled guilty to it and gotten deferred. Would the court allow her to plead not true on the MAJ and let us litigate that or not? I don't know.
Of course. Absolutely. If that's what you want to do, I'm happy to do it. But I mean, right now, we can't fight we're not going to fight the underlying case. We're going to only fight whether she violated the probation or not.
I understand. Well, I mean, I think that was one of the allegations, which she picked up the new law violation, which she's on defer for now. And so I don't know if the state
I'm
would
sure
go on
there's
that or
technicals
not.
too, right? I think she went AWOL.
There's probably some other things, yeah.
Do they don't have an offer up there? Look, they're reset to March. Why?
No new offer yet, Judge.
That's a really far reset. That's 2 months.
She does have like a 2 or 3 years. She has a young child. I'm sure her mothers must be taking care of it, but.
And I'll tell you that if I'm remembering correctly, we have a history of her like taking flight too. This is not the first time.
She may have gotten amended and gone and done some kind of,
Well, maybe they'll do something like that upstairs, like Hue or, and then keep her on. I don't know. Let's do this. Can we set it a week? Will you take a look into what happens upstairs in the interim? Do the diligence you need to do to see whether you can, fight the MAJ or not. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Do that?
And then how far out, I guess, if we did set it for a hearing, would we be able to do it before March 11th?
Just a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's
I don't want to leave her in there just on this. If we end up having a hearing or not. Sure. That's fine with me. If
Sounds like
y'all
a
want to see what felony planning, then maybe we can avoid this if possible.
Right. Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks for doing. Hi, darling.
Hey, Judge, this
Hey.
is your docket question.
6?
Yes,
Are they ready? Can I go over there?
I don't know. I'm just asking if I have a walkthrough with the bonds, would you listen to it even though it's court session?
Yes.
Okay.
I know.
I mean, I don't know, some judges just don't like the auxiliary stuff. They only
I'm
want.
assuming when I go over to handle someone, I'm going to do everything that I would normally do here over there, right? So if they have a walkthrough, we'll do it. No.
No, this is in court 6. He's
No,
gonna.
Judge Andrews is not there today, so I got to run over there to the docket.
Oh, yeah, I would never approach.
Oh, yeah, don't worry.
This was just, should I even think about a walkthrough over there if you were just gonna say I'm not?
Is it at first, do you want a PR bond or
No, we know it's gonna be.
it's going to be big?
No, I don't think you should set a high bond, but we know it's gonna be a bond. I don't think
Okay.
you're gonna do it.
Yeah, I'll be there. Just let me know when you're ready and I'll go.
I'm gonna ask.
I'm waiting for Shelby to text me and then.
Yeah, and she, sorry, yes, sir, and she knows, and she kind of said around 10:30, I think she was gonna, okay.
Okay. Hi, Joe.
I'm here on Cesar Hernandez.
Okay.
Your Honor, we are still working on getting everything in for the PTI. You talked to him last week.
He promised that he was going to have the payment in, and then someone came in last week, late Friday, saying, "Oh, we need more time." I'm like,
I wonder if I could explain. And he's here too to explain too. He said you had offered him, he told you he didn't get his check till Thursday and that you offered him, okay, then after that, we'll set it. Instead of setting it for the next money, they set it for this money. So he came today, but
Okay.
his check doesn't come till this Thursday. And that was the whole purpose. Then as
I
far as
see. Okay.
the machine, I said, well, what about the machinery? You have to still get the interlock. He said, well, I don't have any money for that. I'm still waiting to get money to pay for that as well. Because the original was to pay the DA fee for the PTI. That was going to take a large part of his payment of his check. So that is what we were working on, Your Honor. And I can bring him up there. He seems pretty credible and he's trying to get that done.
So when do you want?
Well, he wanted to, I can bring him up there because he's working on putting the interlock device in. Can I bring him here? So you can see?
Last name is Hernandez, right?
It's Cesar Hernandez. Sir, he knows that your check.
So you get paid what day?
This Thursday.
It's
This
Thursday.
coming
Okay.
up. Last time we came in, I stayed behind because I saw the reset form instead of third. And I believe you said roll over to this money coming up. I can get, the machine this week and then I can for sure pay the DAP on Thursday. I paid my bills today and if I could, I would, I know this.
I believe you. So do you want to do Thursday? So we can reset you to Monday then?
Good, I really appreciate it.
Okay, we'll set you to Monday.
Okay, thank
But
you.
you got to have it all done by then, huh? right?
Yes, Your Honor, I
So
got
you
it.
pay the DA fee and then have the interlock.
Okay, yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so but you
Interlock.
call today for the interlock. Don't wait till Thursday.
Okay.
Because you need a couple days to make the appointment
Okay, so I'll
or
set
for the interlock.
I think I contacted the lawyer's office. I think I signed the one for the interlock. I signed the affidavit for the no driving, so I'm trying to get the portable one.
Okay, but what, regardless though, you got to call to make the appointment to go get that portable today for the upcoming week.
Okay.
Don't wait till Thursday or Friday to call to make an appointment because they may be booked. And then they may say, well, we don't have anything for another week. So that's what I'm saying. Call today to make the appointment. And then when you go get it, you pay for it to get it installed.
Okay.
Whether it be Thursday or Friday or whatever day you want to do it.
Take care of it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you,
All
Ron.
right. We got you, Joe. Thanks. Just let Victoria know, huh? Yeah. Well, is that not a blast from the past? Wow. Ruben, come on up. I mean,
Guys, want to say hi?
how are you, man? Great to see you.
Right now?
Are you getting sick?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go over there. I'm trying, I'll help her out, yeah. Oh, yeah, what's new, man? Holy moly, are you, back in, Montgomery County still?
Yeah, I'm still there. Hey, maybe even all next year.
Why not? Yeah,
My son.
that's awesome. Do y'all practice together? That's so great. I hope I can do that one day with my kids, you know, I hope that they'll want to be lawyers and they can, you know, that's just awesome. Are you still doing a bunch of immigration or what are you doing? You're gonna have your work cut out for you now, man. It's gonna be tough, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, a lot of boards, especially in Montgomery County, they don't yeah. So leave, so. And the judge over here, as long, once they hear. It's a different. And it's a hearing, they complete. It's just the hell of our name. I almost like the baby.
I think a lot of it comes up from the top though, you know?
Yeah, well, when I was in, I said, look, he's not a bougie dog. He's on outside information. So the state's gonna leave monitoring him that one. Mind you, it's the first thing.
You know the priors?
Huh?
You know the priors?
Well, he had about a year and a half ago, he had.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want me to, we can. Yes. Now, whether they comply, that's a different question.
Right.
You know, there's two ways. We can either revoke the bond or issue a bench warrant. Whether they send the person back, that's a different question. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I have no idea why. I don't know. I mean, you can ask Victoria, maybe she'll know, but I have no idea why they comply sometimes and why they don't. I don't know. I'm gonna go there. Let me talk to them and then I'm gonna go over there to court 6.
Talk to Shelby.
Council Felicia?
Yeah, she's great.
And she would, yeah, just let me know.
Just yeah, if you want us to, we'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there in like 5 minutes. Let me talk to them. Yeah, you too, man. James.
Judge, may I approach?
Hey.
Judge, I have Chris Garcia, and this is his second setting, and I think on his first setting for drug testing, he tested positive for THC. I think it was on January 17th.
How goes it with him now?
Fine, Judge, I guess, other than that. That was his first setting, Judge. Could we admonish him and maybe do a drug test in a couple weeks?
I'll let you admonish them, let them know what happens, and then give them a couple weeks and we'll bring it back and we'll do it. But if you, so no, I want to do 50 days from the first day of the first test.
50 days from the day of the first 10, and it should have all dissipated out of the system by then?
Correct.
Okay.
And just admonish them accordingly.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Thanks, James. Vic? Hey.
How are you, Judge? I've got two on your docket this morning, the ones that were rolled from Thursday of last week. One of them is Cespedes Ramirez, I think it's Ramirez on your docket, Judge. He's doing a walkthrough T-Red this morning, so I need your approval for a reset.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think we spoke about it already, right?
So a
Who's
couple
the other
weeks.
one? Yeah.
And then last one is Chuk. We're doing a time served plea, just waiting on.
That's right. I remember that. Okay, let me know. Anna,
I think we're all.
let's do it. You ready, Ramona? Ready?
I have two. I don't know which one you want to start with.
Let's start with the one that we've been resetting and resetting. and
Ms.
resetting.
Torrance?
Yep. Come up, Ms. Torrance. Guys, we're going on the record. If you want to talk, go outside. All right. We are back on the record in cause number 252-6407. State of Texas versus Sierra Torrance. Please, guys, if you announce yourselves for the record. State.
State Kelsey Stiegler.
The state, William Thomas.
Anna Edie for Ms. Torrance.
We have reset this thing at least 4 different times, I would imagine, because of this bond violation. One, I guess, evidentiary reason for Ms. Edie to get evidence. Last time we were here, we were going to have a hearing. Unfortunately, we didn't have our pretrial services officer here. She's here now. So that's why we're having this hearing now to determine whether there is a true bond violation. Ms. Torrance is on bond for a DWI that was initially filed August 28th of 2024. It's a second offense. So she was ordered to obtain a guardian interlock, or if she was not going to drive, obtain a portable device, and to blow in this portable device as according to the below schedule. Our first bond violation report was filed October 8th of 2024. And I'm correct in saying that no action was taken on that bond violation.
She was admonished and.
I admonished her. We did not do anything at that time. We now have another bond violation report that was filed January 24th of 2025. And in this bond violation report, we have 13 skip tests on random days. And then I think that there were other issues as well. But I guess for me, the main concern would be that she's not testing when she's supposed to. The floor is yours, Ms. Edie, if there's anything that you wanted to say.
Okay, well, let's see. The only thing I see alleged in the bond violation report is just the skip test. So I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. I don't know that there's any other allegations.
Okay.
That's correct. Okay, okay. This is not my hearing, Judge, so I don't, if the state wants to call somebody or, you know, they have the burden, so whatever they want to do, I'm happy to respond, but this is their.
So tell me what happened with the missed test, if you don't mind.
Yes, Your Honor, we can call pretrial services Miss Felicia Chiles if she is available for one moment.
Okay, do you mind coming up? Raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay? State.
And
Judge, would you please take judicial notice of the court's file, which is a copy of the information?
Okay, any objection?
I'm okay with the information. I would object to taking judicial notice of the report.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what all is included in the file.
we were addressing about the defendant here being charged. That's why we're asking for judicial notice of the court's file regarding
Okay.
that element that we need to prove today.
Sure.
So
All right, Ms. Chiles, Giles, apologies.
Is the defendant on bond or court of law number 5?
Issue?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the bond conditions?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes, sir.
Is this a fair and accurate representation of the bond condition for the defendant?
Yes.
You recognize that?
Yes.
What is it?
They're the magistrate's conditions for the defendant.
In order to the defense, Your Honor?
Okay, please. Any objection?
No objection.
Okay, they'll be admitted. States 1, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Could you please describe the bond conditions?
Yeah, you want me to like read all of them? Or like all of them? Yes, we don't have to check. Yes. So we have defendant shall personally appear in court on time every time the court, this case is set on the court's docket unless judge waives the appearance. Defendant shall commit no crime or shall not engage in any conduct that could result in his or her arrest. We have here that they're to obtain an ignition interlock device within 7 calendar days. Is this the most recent condition? Doesn't she have a portable device? The device. Are these the most recent conditions? Because these are the IID ones. Can I have a moment to look at that?
Sure.
Yes, please. These are not the most recent bond conditions that are in place. These are the first ones from the magistrate. Right now I'm printing out the amended bond conditions that were created on September 4th, the ones that we're referring to with the portable device. So the first two conditions are the same that I had stated. However, instead of the ignition interlock, we have the client is to obtain a portable device within 7 calendar days. And that would be from the date of August 28th. And then no driving without permission of the court. We have no drug or alcohol usage. And then that same day, the defendant also was required to submit to a POC test and return to court.
Your Honor, would you like me to tender these updated?
Sure, of course. So 2, I guess states 2 would be the amended conditions of bond.
We're calling this stage 3, if that's okay, Your Honor.
Okay, sure.
And I have no objection to this.
Okay, it'll be admitted.
Now we will be addressing the bond violation report.
I'm asking this to the witness.
Sure.
You recognize that?
Yes.
Is that called?
It's the bond violation report?
Is that a fair and accurate representation of the bond violation report?
Yes.
All right, could you please explain the violations of?
Objection, she's reading from something that hasn't been admitted yet.
Mistake, Your Honor. I can tender this to the defense.
Oh,
This will be admitted as state's exhibit number 2, Your Honor.
Okay,
no objection.
all right, it'll be admitted.
Can you please read where it says details of the violations indicated here?
Yes, the details read that the defendant was instructed to obtain a portable alcohol testing device and refrain from alcohol consumption. From December 9th to January 14th, the defendant has generated 13 skip tests. Pretrial is unable to properly supervise the defendant if the defendant is failing to provide samples during the scheduled timeframes.
But wasn't it a condition of bond to complete those portable tests?
Yes.
And how many again were not completed or were missed?
13,
And what were the dates?
between the dates of December 9th and January 14th.
Thank you.
Any further questions for the witness?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Do they prepare a report of the missed blows with the specific days?
Yes, and that was provided to everyone here's email last week or the week before when we had discussed it.
Okay, Ms. Giles, what is your job title, exact job title?
Judicial Liaison Officer.
And what do you do as part of your regular duties?
I am the face in the court for pretrial services, so I create bond conditions that are requested from judge and instruct clients over things that I can instruct over, so conditions that don't require devices in court. And if not, I send them over to our pretrial services building for further instruction.
Okay, do you know how the portable device works?
I'm very partially familiar, but not thoroughly, no.
Okay, do you know how the software in the device works?
No.
And do you have any idea how those work together?
No.
So when you get a report, you have no way of verifying whether that information is accurate.
The vendor sends us the full report to our case managers.
And was the full report provided in the email that you referenced earlier?
Yes.
Okay, but there's no way to know that that device is working properly from your personal knowledge.
For me to validate if it's working correctly, me personally, no, but our case managers do verify it.
Okay, I don't have any further questions for this witness, Judge.
Okay. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Can the witness step down?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, I guess argument. Or do you have any more witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have any witnesses?
I do not.
Okay, argument.
So, Your Honor, this case is pretty clear. It's a simple bond violation. The defendant here was in fact charged. We ask you to take judicial notice of that fact. And we have proven such, and that this defendant is on bond in County Court at Law number 5. And we just discussed the bond conditions that were pretty standard. And the violations here very clear that there were 13 missed portable tests. And our pretrial services was able to confirm that. And we would ask that you would revoke the bond in this case.
Judge, this is, the rules of evidence apply at this hearing. This report is testimonial. Since it is testimonial, I have the right to confront someone with knowledge about whether the machine itself was working properly, whether the software was working properly, whether the two were working properly together. And we reset this to today to get someone here who had that knowledge, was my understanding. And without that, I can't.
I didn't know about that. The only one that I knew that we were supposed to have here was Ms. Childs as with
Yes,
regard to
Your
this, not anything else.
Okay,
All
well,
okay,
And we
go
would
ahead.
say that the defense also has the ability to subpoena as well.
and this was set on Thursday, and it's also not my hearing, it's not my burden. I think without someone to testify that the machine was working properly, it's inappropriate to revoke her bond, restrain her liberty, the pecuniary punishment that goes with the bond revocation and paying a new bond, without knowing that the machine was working properly.
But that's on them. If there's a problem with the machine, then it's on them to go have its service or whatnot. So
Does she know it's
all I
working?
know, it's, well, then you're supposed to go there. You're supposed to go get it checked out. We can't micromanage every single thing. Number one. Number two, this is not the first time we've had this bond violation. We've had it before and it continues to happen. I can't just let it go, man. I mean, I have to show you that we mean business. If I let you go now, then I'm enabling this behavior and I'm in effect telling you it's okay when it's not okay. You're skipping tests. It's a second offense. It's time. All right, I'm revoking her bond. She goes with you. It doesn't make me happy to do it, but I mean,
I
it's
understand.
bond violation after bond violation. I mean, all right, off the record.
Counsel for reset?
And
Thanks,
then do you want
guys.
to address Ms. Lynch now as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Come up, Miss Lynch.
Yes.
Kelsey, we have one more. This is Ms. Lynch. Guys, we're going on the record. Please keep it down. If you need to talk, go outside. All right, we're cause number 253-7045, State of Texas versus Emma Lynch. Ms. Lynch was placed or picked up a DWI November 4th of 2024. She was ordered not to consume alcohol or legal drugs. We now have a bond violation report. Today's date is February 3rd, 2025. Can you please identify yourselves for purposes of the record?
For the state, Kelsey Siegler.
Anna Edie for Miss Lynch.
Okay. So Ms. Lynch we are here now. Again, this also is a second bond violation report. The first violation was November 20th of 24. We now have another bond violation. It is a report that was filed on the 29th. Okay, state, if you'd like to continue.
There is slow, if you can just give me a moment, but this case is regarding the this is similar, not of skipping testing as well. And I'm trying to print the bond violation report and the bond conditions, just one moment. But we would call as our witness, pretrial services, Felicia Stiles, again.
Okay. Ma'am, would you come on up? Would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, please.
Thank you, Ms. Childs. Are you able to show us the bond conditions on your end if you have them on your?
Yes, would you like me to?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And Your Honor, we would like, if you could please take judicial notice of the file as well here regarding
Sure.
the
Any
defendant being
objection?
charged for this.
I have no issue with the,
Same as the last one.
correct, with the information.
So no objection to taking judicial notice of the file, however, not of the actual report, but the bond violation report just yet. Let her take a look at it.
Yes, sir.
So again, state one will be the actual condition of bond report.
Yes, sir. Conditions and the violation. Do you recognize this? Yes, yes. What is this? Bond violation report? Can you please tell us what the bond violations were in this case? Yes. Oh, wait, let me actually refresh that. Do you recognize this? Yes. Okay, what is this?
Conditions for the defendant.
Your Honor, we will tender State's Exhibit 1 to defense for any objection regarding the bond conditions in this case.
Okay.
Judge, this says that oh, never mind. I misread that. No objection.
State offers State's Exhibit 1 into evidence.
Okay. Will
Ms.
be
Childs,
admitted.
can you please tell us, thank you, Your Honor, sorry. May you please tell us what the bond conditions are listed in this case that defendant Lynch was supposed to abide by?
So December 3rd of 2024, we have defendant to appear in court on time every time the case is set on the court's docket unless judge waives the appearance. Defendant shall commit no new crime or shall not engage in any conduct that could result in his or her arrest. The defendant was required to obtain a portable alcohol testing device that same day, December 3rd. To submit to random drug and alcohol testing, to not consume any drugs or alcohol. And yes,
These are pretty standard for this kind of case, correct?
yes.
Thank you, ma'am. So regarding what's been marked as State's Exhibit 2, what is this?
A bond violation report.
Does this fairly and accurately depict a bond violation report?
Yes.
State tenders defense for any objections.
I would just object to, in this State's Exhibit 2 bond violation report, there is a reference to a number of skip tests. There's no dates on here, so I'm not quite sure which ones, based on the four corners of the document, we're addressing.
Okay, I guess we'll be getting into that now.
Right, yes,
But-
sir.
Okay,
State offers State's Exhibit 2.
okay, it'll be admitted.
Ms. Childs, can you please read what the violations were that are overtly obvious in this case?
The client was ordered conditions of bond that included to refrain from alcohol consumption, to obtain and be monitored by portable alcohol testing device, and to comply with required monitoring, testing, service recalibration protocols. The client was instructed to not obstruct the camera on the device and do not skip any testing windows, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m., 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., 10 p.m. to 12 a.m., blow into the portable testing device 3 times a day in accordance with the blow schedule to ensure compliance with the ordered conditions. There was a high breath alcohol content of 0.03 on 1/10 of 2025 at 10:38 p.m. The client blew into the device in the dark and her face was not able to be seen. The client failed to clear the high breath alcohol content in the allotted time. The client is also not blowing into the device as instructed. The client has a total of 15 skip tests.
And tell us what your role is in the courtroom,
A judicial liaison officer.
and you're able to testify to the bond conditions and to the bond violations.
I can testify to the bond conditions. I did not generate the bond violation report myself.
But can you attest to these dates in which the violations occurred?
I have not looked over the report recently, so I don't want to say yes.
But this is the bond violation that you've seen before.
Yes.
Okay. And it is true that the defendant here is on bond in County Court 1105?
Yes.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We pass the witness.
Okay.
Okay. Ms. Giles, part of your job is to read the reports when they come in from the case managers,
Yes.
and then you file the bond violation report.
No, they filed the bond.
They file the bond violation
Yes.
report, and then you coordinate the,
Yes,
that with the judge?
action and the
Okay.
review of it, yes.
okay. Are you able to verify the information in the report?
If I have the report, which I should in my email, if
Okay.
I take a look over it, yes.
Okay, but the only way you can verify the report is from the report itself.
Yes.
Okay, so you have no personal knowledge of the machine itself?
No.
You have no knowledge of the software?
No.
And no knowledge of how the hardware and the software work together?
No.
Okay, no further questions.
Okay. Anything further? The witness?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So she has the first violation, right? This is the second time we have a bond violation, right? And the first one, was it that she just didn't get the device, right?
Yes, that's when we were going back and forth on the dates to get it, and we kept resetting the case because she said that she was gonna get it and then she didn't, and then we were gonna revoke her, but then she didn't come to court, so then we sent her again, and then she didn't get the device that day, so then we gave her another chance.
Okay.
And
All right.
Judge, just, I don't think I represented Ms. Lynch the whole time on that, but I think some of the confusion was she was ordered to get the in-vehicle interlock and she didn't have a card.
But you did come at the time to where
Yes,
she
correct.
did get the device
And then
within,
once Ms. Lynch because I believe the vehicle was damaged in an accident and she was hoping to get the vehicle out and get it repaired. And when she realized that wasn't gonna be possible, she got the portable device.
My car's fixed now.
Yeah.
I started getting.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute.
my concern is that it continues to happen. what am I supposed to do? The problem is if I let you go, I'm telling you the behavior is okay for you to do. It's not. We have court orders. You're supposed to follow court orders. You're doing what you want to do. That's not the way it works. Look, this isn't, I'll let you talk with your lawyer, but it's there. It's continuing to happen. You're skipping and you're continuing to consume alcohol. I'm sorry. I'm going to revoke your bond, man. She goes with you.
Judge, maybe go back and I'll talk to you.
Anything else?
Judge, since she does have a vehicle, if she makes the new bond, can we switch her from the portable to the in-vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Off the record. All right, let's
Good
go.
morning. Approaching for bond conditions on Mr. Sanders.
Thank you for being patient. Okay,
Yes, sir.
come on.
Bring him up.
7502 on that one and the 7501 on the prior.
Yes.
At some point, someone is going to stop bailing you out. No more dope. Do you understand? I'm going to test you within the next 2 to 3 weeks. If I find that you continue to use, we'll just continue to play the same game. No more. Do you understand? If you have a problem, address it, because if you don't, I will do it for you, and you're not going to like the way that I do it. Okay? All right, same conditions, no alcohol, no drugs, random testing. I'm going to test them within the next 2 weeks. Be ready. Okay? All right, thanks. Yeah.
We got Chuk for a plea, Your Honor.
Let's do it.
He's over here getting his thumb printed.
Mr. Bailiff, you want to talk to me while we're waiting?
Just check it on trial for tomorrow.
Okay.
Just see if we're first up or if we're in custody, see if we're going tomorrow.
Don't know. Talk with Kelsey. Let me know, please. Okay. Bless it. Ready? Okay. Good morning, Mr. Chuk.
Good morning.
Mr. Chuk, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Whenever you get pulled over, an officer, the first thing they do is they look at your criminal history. If they come to your window, they smell alcohol, and then they look you up and with a prior DWI, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Shh. From now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. So if you're not in this country with permission, you do that kind of time, you can almost rest assured that you'll get an immigration detainer. Do you understand? What I'm trying to impart to you is that if you want to drink, don't get into a car. Even a sip of alcohol, you're going to end up with us. You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. You understand? Do you still want to do this?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you, sir. All right.
Judge, what about the,
CC.
is it true that he had a,
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above in your breath test or blood test?
That's what came out of that.
Is it true or untrue?
Yes, it's true.
Okay. All right, guys. Good luck. Thanks.
Judge, can we come again with one Spanish, please?
What's the name?
Thank you. Top of page 25.
Montanes, come up.
Buenos días.
Mr. Montanez, do you have a lawyer today?
¿Un abogado hoy?
Ahorita no tengo.
No, I don't have one right now, but
Tiempo mostrado que no se trabajó mucho.
since I haven't been working too much.
Did you want to apply for?
¿Quieres aplicar por uno de oficio o vas a ocupar tu
No,
propio?
para la otra vez ya lo traigo.
The next time I come, I will bring one.
Your case is 90 days. It's now, I'm going to give you just a couple weeks. Your case is very old. You were supposed to have a lawyer back today. I will give you a couple more weeks.
Voy a dar
Are
unos
you
cuantos-
sure you don't want a lawyer now? You're not working, are you?
Yo lo voy a agarrar.
No, I'm gonna hire one.
Okay, I will
Está
give you
bien.
2 weeks.
Te
At
voy a
that
dar dos
time,
semanas en
I'm
ese
going to appoint you a
tiempo.
lawyer.
Voy a decirlo, te voy a asignar uno.
All right, thanks. Please take a seat. Hi, Lasta, thank you so much.
Sure,
Yes,
Ready?
yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have someone in custody, Hugo Martinez. I was appointed this morning. He just needs bond conditions, Judge. Your Honor, I understand that he has.
He has an ice hold.
Yes, Judge. He posted bond in immigration, and then he's paid his cash bond here too. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
really?
get
Okay.
in contact with the immigration attorney to lift that hold.
Do you mind bringing out Mr. Hugo Martinez, please? Okay, I'm going to talk to them real quick.
Yes, Judge.
Give me 2 minutes. Joseph, ready? Is your guy here?
I'm circling back on my client that we
Yes.
spoke about on
Is he here?
Friday. He's here.
Bring him up, please.
Mr. Hernandez?
How's it going?
Okay. I understand the seriousness of the charges. I've had 3
Not
weeks.
necessarily that, but that you need to understand that it is an absolute privilege. It's not a right. And there are certain things that are elementary in life. And one of those things is what was here. You know what I mean? Really. There are places that you do, there are places that you don't. In a car, you know, all I want you to understand is that it's just a privilege. It's not a right. You know, and then it's a right that can be easily taken away under serious circumstances. You know, when you make a decision, hopefully never that you dig yourself so deep of a hole that you'll never get out of. That's what we're trying to prevent. Do you understand?
Yes, I realize I have a lot to lose. I have a family to support. I haven't been able to do that in the last 3 weeks. I've had a lot of time to think and dwell, and it's been rough.
That's all we're asking, you know, in life, make the right decisions so that we don't have to make a decision for you that'll cost you very, very dearly, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, well, we're good. We'll let you drive. Just be safe, make the right decisions. That's all we're asking.
Thank you, sir.
Okay? All right, thank you, Joseph, for sure. Just, hey, just let Felicia know. What? Okay. You ready?
Yes, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Martinez. Oh, we need plus. Good morning, Mr. Martinez. How's jail?
¿Cómo caí en la cárcel?
¿Cómo te gusta la cárcel? ¿Cómo te gusta? ¿Te gusta la cárcel?
No, no me gusta.
No, I don't like it.
Good.
Muy
You're
bien.
not supposed to.
Dale.
No.
The idea is that we want our community safe. And when you endanger our community, there are places that we have for you. I will tell you now that it appears your lawyer is telling me that you've made an immigration bond. And let me tell you that you are extremely lucky that that has happened. If you become a danger, I'm going to revoke this bond. I'm going to put you back into jail. And I'm going to tell you that if you get your immigration bond revoked, that's a lot of money that you're going to lose. So when you get out there in the free world, make the right decisions. Do not pick up any new cases. And I now am going to put bond conditions on you. If you violate these conditions, then I'm going to revoke your bond and put you back in custody. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
So,
Yes.
You're not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case.
That's right.
You're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will also not be in possession of any weapons as well. You understand these conditions.
¿Usted entiende estas condiciones? Yes.
You must also remain in constant contact with your lawyer, and your lawyer will tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me that he's unable to get a hold of you because you're playing games, or you take off going somewhere, I'm going to revoke the bond and issue a warrant for your arrest. You're going to be called upon to do random drug and alcohol testing. If you fail to show up for the testing, then a warrant for your arrest will be issued. Okay? We will have you sign conditions indicating that you understand and that you're going to comply with these conditions. And after that, you'll be free to go.
Awesome. Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, Mark.
On the jail docket. All right.
Judge, I'm pushing on Anisha White.
Okay.
Comes to BVR, Ms. Beth.
Brian.
Ms. White, come up. If you miss a test again, I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand? We have bond conditions in place. You're supposed to follow these conditions. I'm giving you notice now. Your excuses mean nothing. I'm giving you a pass now, but it's not going to happen again. I'm sending you for a test now. If this happens again, I'm going to end up probably revoking your bond. Do you understand? Okay.
Is there a way I can get a test closer to where I am? Because I don't.
I'm sending you for a test now.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen now. If you fail to go test, if you fail to show up, I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand? Okay. Good luck. Thanks, Connor.
And Judge, I have one more case. Miss Tanika Burton.
Okay.
Judge, this is an older case, but the state is asking for a quick eval setting. If not, I'm fine sending it for trial today.
She's supposed to have the class done.
She doesn't want to take PTI. She thinks it's an admission of guilt and doesn't want to.
Okay. That's okay. So you want a week to eval?
Yes, a week, yes. And can we wait for appearance then, Judge? I'm fine setting it for trial on that day.
Yep.
If we do that. Wait, thank you.
Sure.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Hey, what's up, man?
All right, I filed a motion to withdraw with the clerk on Bustamante Reyes. Just.
Is it on docket today?
Yeah, I've notified him.
Oh, is he not here?
No, he's not here. Your Honor.
Got it. Okay, we'll revoke it. I'll grant your motion.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
5001. And remind me to do a PVR, please. Okay, thanks, bud. Okay, Eric. Hey.
I have a plea on Gracia.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Gracia?
You need a translator?
Yeah. We are pleading on the violation of a bond condition, and they're dismissing the assault felony.
Got it. Good morning, Mr. Gracia.
Morning.
Gracia, you're charged with violation of a protective order. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You worked out an agreement where they're offering you 9 days in jail with credit for the 3 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. Is there an affirmative finding in this case?
No, since it's a VPO, there's no
Right.
permanent finding.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. I'm gonna dismiss on that AF.
On a roll.
You just talk with you downstairs about things, but you do all the payments downstairs. This stuff's going to confirm, you want to do the payments, or you want to pay it all? $95 versus $40.
I was just curious, if anything, I just kind of like want to.
I'm gonna put it in if you want to just hold on.
Just
if you go down and I don't edit this, they're gonna be like, hey, you haven't edited, I'm gonna put it.
no, I was just.
Just come back before you go downstairs. And I'll shoot the
Sanders? Now before we set, then after you're done here. Next coordinate, you're gonna go over to pretrial services next door, you've been there for more time. Okay, so you're just gonna go there so they can re-go over everything with you, answer any questions that you have. So you're good to go over there now. Is that what matches there?
elevator.
Yes, and then what you said, just.
Yeah, see what they created.
Yes.
You're gonna find that.
If you want to sign.
The signature
Yeah,
now.
but no, but it's not. That also has something else that I'm putting on now, but I understand.
And the information work, so I'm just gonna judge now when everybody. They didn't address it in the digital, like if it was going to be flowed through or anything. For the
Sanchez, please.
fire.
Okay, sorry, that's a spell.
It's an enhancement in the information over. Just I don't know how to get this time, but I mean, it is on information and you regularly like, if there is an enhancement in the information, we like the judge to either address them with it or whether they're going to then straight to it. So I actually, so I'm probably gonna ask him, or he might just abandon the response.
So because has got a true to it for the firearms and that.
It's a lot for a long time.
Oh, That's what I'm saying. Right. Well, Kim said, well, a little further, because we didn't already in today. So did one shorter and just get over. So it's really awesome. He said he's like, they're over there.
Yes.
It's not close today. I close you out. So you wanna go back? No, I was saying she did, you have to, we have to here, it's not. Not, I didn't want to go and take her. Oh, okay, voice calls in and be for some reason. I would go down and love it. Yeah. I was thinking about potato. Oh. Are you saying that's because they can have side so even if they have this for that. Without information about just all the out, I just never addressed it. It's not. At all. I don't know. It's 2 days. Who's gonna get into your phone? No. After. You'll be. And I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, it's not too much, that's why we got a long discussion. Yeah, so for parents, we got into severe sharing that and how to lead as a brain body because they want to know. So we got to do setups. I had no idea about selling. Yeah, I was the same violation. Yeah, years ago, we tested, but 16, yeah. Right. Yeah, she was. Okay. This is gonna be your phone. Agreed. So that's what I do every sentence on your phone. That's what we're gonna use. Okay. I'll No, I don't think that.
Megan Brown. She's not a fashion. Oh. It is 249-8262.
They don't give us insurance. Yeah. A lot of things they don't trust us with device. Oh, sure. Okay, so I have an ALR date beginning on April 4th, 2024, the July 2nd,
April 4, 2024, July 2nd, 2024. Yes, sir. Hey, yes, I have. Oh, okay, so yeah. Are you hired or? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. I think I actually just got an email holidays on. And I'm guessing the judge from your suspension. Dates.
Oh, we're gonna go on scene.
To July 2nd.
Yeah. I love. Okay. I've been on Yeah, of course. We offer, you're really, really helpful. Thank you very much.
It's the font. Megan, come on.
Council for reset. That's correct.
It's very close to getting a phone. Yeah.
So she's on track with everything except for the.
Sure. Yeah, no, okay, well, I'm very cold. Just from
Gracias, María, por el caso de lo que vamos a poner de ahora.
Yeah.
That's it better.
Yeah.
Which is always. I'm gonna do it 2 weeks ago.
Hey, Jack, so it's good to see you. I like you. Thank you very much. That's right. That was it. It's like, okay. Says, yeah, it shouldn't be your. She was. I think she's going to. Goes on. Yeah. How long it takes you all to pick it up?
Yeah. That's.
1 month.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much.
Moisture?
Check with this.
What happened?
Is she talking about? Okay. So if I'm looking. Your case is a lot easier.
She's talking about her HQI ones. Let's get her also. So there you go. It didn't look like any of them were on it, but all I know is it's just not go on it last minute. Oh, they have to do that in
Yeah. So I would. But if we're working with managers.
She talked to them and then we'll see what she says.
Yeah. Okay, I just sent her.
Mr. Austin, no, didn't even show up.
I didn't think it was either. She seemed to talk to ignorance of the different stuff from us.
Right.
Then, if we want to do it in kind of ours, it seems like he's. Sure.
This one, but I didn't get this one.
What is it? Bennett?
I'm Bennett.
Yes. This one where it's that happening, yeah, and then Douglas is the one she's talking to. And then the other one, 90% sure also. But we did discuss that one as well.
Colorado?
It may be. The minute was dismissed, because it's not on thing.
Okay.
What kind of case was it? Colorado, you know, it was the ball, and it was like, oh, geez. Rachel, and then, I don't know, but I don't. Okay. What do you think? Okay. Yeah, that's literally not even. If the sign on here, I'll send it in space.
Mitchell. And then.
Yeah, I don't think Mitchell's.
Wait, Alvarado, McGee, so.
I'm not even saying that.
Yeah, Sebastian's case. Is it voices Alvarado? Yeah.
You know, is this guy?
Let me see.
I want to see.
You can call for all, I don't know.
With all emails.
It's an ERB, right?
All
Oh.
emails. Right. All the most attachments.
Well, if it's ERB, we don't need to worry about it. Okay. They'll take care of it. Okay.
2, 5, 1, 6.
Yes, what do you need? Oh, I see what's new there.
I know.
Yeah, you want something else? We gotta check out. We got some things that, you know, those things. Oh, so there's. There's motion. I'm down, I know there's one. Hey, Alex, do you know which one we're gonna go on tomorrow?
I don't think any of them. We're gonna talk about Mitchell, but from the other ones, no, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, yes, it's not, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's true.
So remember, last week, I think I needed. There's Tuesday.
It's fine, we just.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, yeah. That's easy, but bring it out and. Two. Oh, yeah, okay.
It's.
Are we using those character models? Yeah.
I can find the.
Just that she's not sure. It's not about the photo.
You're ready.
I mean, I can just consider that in the has to like look at it.
They're just waiting to get your paperwork.
Okay, so you guys are, right. Oh, don't get it tomorrow? Okay, sorry. Please interested. As long as they. Sorry, I'm just thinking about you guys are the rest of them. So I can do that. Oh, yeah, right, right, so I'm just tomorrow, but I'm just right now, because they. After 5 minutes.
That's the part of this.
See as a thing. Just about. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, he's still not showing.
Right, right. But it doesn't sound a car. It's significant. Yeah, it's all significant. No.
It's coming down.
So. So you want to switch it out? I'll go ahead and generate it just in case in the event that. It turns out that if you were trying to have one out.
Yeah.
Okay. So is your client here today? No, you still sign up. Okay, and so if it's okay with you.
But I don't know if I
And I can work the signatures, but you would just have to have it. She would have to go to, like, they would have to go to transfer the instruction over that device. It would be quicker than the first time of mailing because it would just be over the device instructions and it would have mine as soon as possible. For it. So I can get the correct one for all of you. Thank you.
Growing up, huh? Sang your programs? Huh? Okay. You want to step outside and go get it now? Appreciate it.
Yes, you failed to report the president. That's what I was, yeah. Was that okay?
Okay, now you see this is, Sanford, right?
That's my first hearing around. I was like, who's stuck back there?
I didn't know if it was open, so I thought it was.
I felt in constant stuff. Gallegos, Rodolfo. Sure. This is what you.
Trying to hurry. I don't want to lose you.
And then if people come and get in line in court 6, it's like, what, yeah, so no worries.
All right.
So,
Can you bring her up?
yes, Ms. Ramirez, come on up, yes.
You're good.
Hi, Jay.
So she is enrolled in going to the IOP, but the provider told me she was supposed to finish on February 18th, but she advised him that if she's struggling financially, he said he will talk to her and see what they could do to work on these, but they won't release the certificate until everything is.
But she is attending, because whenever we had the issues back when you stressed on her that she needs to go, and I wanted to make sure that everybody's aware that she's doing that, she's attending every session, she's on track with that. She just needs, how much time do you need to, can she focus on paying the IOP SOP so we can get those certificates and then we'll figure out the devices? But would you be willing to get rid of her ankle monitor? That's like $350 a month. So maybe she can take that money and put it towards the IOP SOP classes. We haven't had.
She have now.
You have the in-car as well, right? She has the in-car and the ankle monitor.
And the problem is I'm never going to know whether she's using, and the only time is whether she's in a car, and we can't trust her though, because we've tried this.
Maybe you couldn't trust her a few months ago, but she's been good. She's been really, really good. She's been coming to court. Remember, she was coming to court every week and then every couple of weeks, and now she's coming once a month. So she's been doing great. So I'm just trying to figure out a way to.
How do you earn money now?
Well, I'm a full-time student, so I don't.
Where do you go to
have a
school?
job. I go to both UH and Lone Star. I take dual classes.
So how do you survive now? Because you still need money.
She's with
For
her
my
parents,
classes?
Judge.
Sorry?
Oh, for my classes or?
No, Judge is asking you, what do you do for money? Who gives you money to
Still need to
drive?
eat. You need
Oh,
to-
my parents.
Do you live with your parents now?
Yes, my mom.
The problem is that we've tried this before, and every time we let her, we give a little bit of leeway. She just
We've had
picks a
issues
yard every single time, and we've been dealing with now.
No, Judge, you say every single time, but we've had one time. This has happened one time in the past. So this is when we had the issue.
Ramirez.
Ramirez.
I mean, it's,
It hasn't been multiple times,
You've been
Judge.
dealing with this for 825 days.
Yes, because the case was older. I don't know if you remember, she was ready to be done, close to being done, and then she tested positive that time. That one time, she tested positive. It was just a high positive, but it was a one time. And that,
It was like multiple skip stuff, wasn't it?
She was admitted to using alcohol. I think she went out for her sister's birthday. or
right, and that's the
something.
one time when she tested positive. And then we came before you, and then,
Ones that we know of, right?
what, Judge? No, that doesn't mean that she did it multiple times. There is a one violation.
But I don't know. And I can't,
But then we can't make the assumption that she did.
so if we were to take it off, where is she reporting? Where does she report to?
She's reporting to probation office.
So could we do, if we were to take it off, we do enhanced, like a lot more.
Or Judge, another option, if you're open to it, put her on a blow schedule for her in-car. And then you have her monitored if she's on a blow.
It's a great idea. Can we
And
do
that
that?
way we can get rid of
It's a
the.
great idea.
So she doesn't have to come
No,
for
that's
our
a great
hearing
idea.
and all that.
I'm happy to do that. I don't know why it didn't occur to me about that, but yeah. That's a good idea. But I want, I don't care if we're telling you to blow at midnight, you have to blow at midnight. If you come up with an excuse, well, I can't do this. I don't, you know what excuses mean? They go in one ear, they go out the other. I don't care for excuses. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So, this is absolutely no tolerance. Okay, so let's do that. We'll do,
Remove the ankle monitor, but if she doesn't come up with the money by the 18th, she said she'll do everything that she
then,
can.
we'll just keep going. I guess, so to speak, right? Until she gets the money that she's, the incentive there is to get the money as quick as possible because you want to be done with this, don't you? So, right. All right, so we need to craft a blow schedule because I also want her blowing not only at midnight, but, Okay. All
Thank you,
right.
Judge. Okay, have a seat. I'll come talk to you.
Gentlemen,
Hi, Judge.
happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Ms. Ianski, how long do you want to reset this for?
Can we bring
2.5
her back?
weeks?
What, if we bring her back on the 18th or a couple of days after the 18th?
I'm down,
Okay.
for sure. Okay, where to go? There you go.
Fugitive case, Judge, Mr. Alejandro Cortez.
You want something?
Yes, here's the issue, Judge. He has not turned himself in. Let me tell you why. So there's two dates that are important. January 17th, you said, he's here. So we could at least talk about it. January 17th, his bond was set. Okay, 14 days from there is today. He didn't bond out till the 23rd. I'm like,
On a second. We set the bond on the 7th of January. So he didn't bond out for about a week, less than a week, right? So about one day, less than a week.
so I'm like, hey, today's our court date. Have you turned yourself in? Have you posted the bond up there? Hey, I got a lawyer. He's making it happen out there, but today's your court date.
Care whether you get a lawyer and you're trying to make stuff happen out there.
Here's the thing. He says, hey, today's not my 14 days. My 14 days are from when I got out. That's what he's telling me.
He's right though, because I always say 14 days from the day that you're released. I always say that day. He's right. I always say that from the day that you're released. So it's fair.
Okay,
It's really, every single time I say it.
so that'd be granted until Friday, Judge?
Until the extra, yeah.
7th.
Now I'm not verifying, I've not verified what Ricardo's saying.
No, I have. That's accurate.
So
I was going to
I'm
make
okay with
the,
Ricardo.
I was like, we've come full circle because he always argues the 14 days from when the waiver is signed, and now I'm arguing for the
But-
reset.
At that point, if he's not turned himself in,
Yeah.
if he's not, I don't care.
He's here. He understands that.
You let him know, and then
So can we reset it by Friday, for Friday?
Well, no, if it's by Friday, then
you gotta do the Monday.
Monday, but I will obviously be checking on Friday.
All right.
Thank you,
Well,
Judge.
he has until the Thursday to turn himself in.
It was Friday, Judge. So from hold on, I don't want to miss.
Is the 23rd is a Thursday.
It is, so 2 weeks, 6 plus 1 is 7, which is a Friday.
So then he's gonna have to turn himself in. He's got Friday at the latest to turn himself in. Is that what we're saying? And then we check on him on Monday.
Please admonish him not to wait until the last day.
So Monday's a reset. Okay, got it. We're on board, Judge.
Please tell him not to
He's
wait.
here.
till-
I'm gonna get on him right now. I'm gonna
No,
talk to him.
He's old enough to understand, please.
He's hearing everything we're talking about. Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Morning, Judge. Judge, I'm approaching on tomorrow's trial case, Calvin Douglas.
Okay.
And I've got a motion in your queue to appoint
Oh, I see it.
Franco as the second chair judge.
Oh, sure, of course. Who?
Danny Franco, he's, I think he's in court 10 right now, but I think he's appears here
On the list,
frequently.
though?
He's on that list, so
I'm cool with it.
thank you, Judge.
And Judge, if you're aware, the state is planning on filing a motion for continuance on this case.
Have you had a continuance?
No, Judge.
What happened?
So, this case was actually noticed late in terms of experts. And in order to make our case, we will need to have the toxicologist present in order to testify. And I believe there is case law that states that the proper remedy is just more time.
Right. I don't give a second continuance though, so I'll give you one,
Absolutely.
but you're not gonna get another one. I don't care what the excuse is, right? You get one.
Judge, I think if I maybe heard on that.
Sure.
I think I have to pose that because it is, I don't think it's a good cause, Judge. One, the state has announced ready last week, Friday. So, as far as we're concerned, they're ready for trial. If the only reason is not an unavailability of a witness or some scheduling issue, Judge, and I know the court may typically give first continuances, but at this point, they've announced ready. And if they're saying that the only reason is to avoid a potential adverse ruling, I think the case law says, and I can get that to the court, I think that is not good cause to avoid an adverse ruling or something like that. And essentially, that's what state filed their expert notices late, and they're trying to avoid them being struck tomorrow. So it is a delay tactic to avoid an adverse ruling. I think that's textbook not good cause. So I do oppose that motion for continuance, Judge, even though it is their first.
So look, we don't need to make a decision now. Show me what you have in case law. Be ready to, file your motion continuance, be ready to, for opposing argument. We can take it up tomorrow. I'm going to order a panel regardless because we have a lot of trial cases tomorrow anyways, but yeah, be ready. Okay? Okay. Hi. Hi.
So I have Mr. Rashidi. I'm approaching, this is an old case. It's from 2020. I'm approaching to request that the court lower his bond to 2,500. He has been out of county, away doing time out of county. He has children that he wants to get back to. He's finally here in Harris County where he can get back to his children.
This case is 4 years old. He's literally taken up over and over and over. He's picked up 2 felonies here. He's picked up stuff. Where did you say? Out of state or out of county?
He was out of county. He was in San Antonio.
What did he pick up over there?
Louisiana.
And stuff in Louisiana? He's like hopscotching with the states?
That's why the case is sold, because he's been away.
Hey, can you run an NCIC?
And I'm also asking the court if I can have a 30-day reset so that
Well, of course you can. As much time as you need. A bond reduction?
Yeah.
So it looks like he picked up an evading in San Antonio, as well as a burglary in San Antonio, another evading in San Antonio. And then he picked up another burglary in San Antonio.
Ixnay and the reduction A. Sorry.
Thank you, Judge.
Go on 30 days you got.
Thank you, Judge.
So he's set for the 24th.
Yes.
Wanted for the day after?
Can I request to do on the 26th?
Sure, of
Thank
course.
you, Judge.
Okay, you ready?
That's Ixnay,
Judge, what's up, man?
How are you?
Great to see you.
You too. Thank you very much. And Judge, I have a new client who was in your court last week for bond conditions, but it turns out He doesn't have a car, and I'm sorry, I meant to get with you
Is it
first.
a,
Mr.
is it
Wellman.
a, obviously DWI?
Yes, Judge.
Do you want a portable device?
Yes, Judge.
Got to sign a no driving affidavit though.
Okay, if,
Because I want to make sure he's not driving.
okay,
So I will acquiesce. I just want to make sure that he understands that he can't drive.
okay,
If he does come into a car, we can switch it, but don't just start driving. Get the device in the car first and then.
okay. Would you
Okay.
like him just to come off docket or it's back on the docket, Judge?
However, whatever's easier for you. If you want to take this, we can take it to him. Just please impress upon him that we take it absolutely serious.
Will do.
And then, yeah, I'll give it to you and then just whenever you're ready.
Good.
Yeah. And then just let Felicia know she can do it and we'll waive the signature so you can get everything done now, but we need that, please.
Okay, thank you very much.
Of course.
Appreciate it. See you again. Stop.
I never looked to see if we got a response on the email.
We're good. Got the approvals, acceptance for the program.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. He's here.
Took the email from you to get it done, which I appreciate.
Well, Judge Guy, she's so great. Judge Guy, she's so great.
Transition seems a little slow over there.
DA's office is really lucky to have her. I mean, really, she's so
It's
great.
already done for this client, Judge. The cast assessment is already completed for him.
We were gonna send him today.
Well, no, because I knew where this was going at the last court setting, so I set him up for a cast early, which he did.
Opute is done, Shatoria? Opute.
He's completed his period.
Okay, well then whatever you need. If you want a couple weeks, then yeah.
Okay, so I just need to get him a device. Oh, we ain't get the contract.
Just,
obviously.
right. So we'll give you a couple weeks to get all that done.
Okay, and Judge, I also have an off-docket plea for you.
Is it on Brown?
Yes.
Okay, you want to bring her up?
Yeah. Judge, real quick on this client, she was in PTI, lost her job, became homeless, so it's not workable anymore. So I worked out a time served for her.
Okay.
I can put on testimony as to indigency.
Sure, of course, yeah. Okay.
We're also asking that you run her license suspension concurrent with her ALR suspension.
Are you Megan Brown? Miss Brown, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. Excuse me, so you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. So you don't want to finish this program? I mean, if you,
I didn't know it was so much and, going into it and going to the bottles and then classes each.
you know, I mean, if money's the issue, you can apply for the waiver, and they'll,
But we did do a financial affidavit and they waived the entry fee, but not the supervision fee, the class fee, the device fee. I mean, she's got 5 kids. I mean, if we can get everything waived, like everything waived so she can take care of her family, I don't know if you want to finish the program and
hold
do
on a second.
classes.
Let me, um,
Yes, we're gonna go make the second payment on the big and last one.
do you have like maybe 2 minutes to give me a second to reach out to Judge Geis? I just sent her an email to give me a call to see what we can do.
Okay.
I'll see what we can do to see how much we can have waived. I just don't know because it's not ours. With all the stuff we do here, we waive everything, but it's not mine. So I can ask, the worst I can say is no, but yeah, give me a few, all right?
Judge, I'll read it.
2 minutes and hopefully she'll respond.
Okay, Judge.
Hi. Hi, Ann.
I'm back. Oh, is this your phone, sir?
Oh.
Okay. Sorry. I'm back on Ms. Lynch and Ms. Torrance. I was going to see if you would consider setting them a bond.
On who?
The two that you took into
I
custody.
did.
Oh, okay.
It's 7501 on
Okay.
one and then 7502 on the
Okay, I just,
And then look, we're not out for blood.
I know.
If after a couple days, just let's talk and then we can talk about it.
Okay, and on Miss Lynch, can we go ahead and amend her bond conditions? That if she does get out, she can
Sure.
switch from the portable to the.
Yeah, just let Felicia know.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Aaron. How are you, man? What's new?
I have a case from next door. It's a motion to withdraw. They said I can approach on it over here.
8 or 6?
From 6.
Okay.
Are
Are they on the lam?
Kind of, not for the misdemeanor, but he has 2 new felony warrants. I'm retained and he hasn't paid me, so I don't think with the new cases, he's going to pay me. And I did tell him.
But normally what we do is we put them on the docket so that they can't just keep running. When are they set next? Do you know? Today. They're not here today. So I'm going to end up revoking it, right? And then I'll grant your motion.
All right, sounds good.
Okay,
It's on it.
thanks.
Judge, didn't want to go over a few?
No, I have to go do one more plea real quick in 6.
Hey, yeah, Bob was on.
Damn. Bo's not here now, but someone else is there.
Judge. Judge, can I reapproach?
Yeah.
On this Lynch,
I think they've already taken, both for them down. We wait.
To waive the signature. Yeah. Ruben, hey, we need to order a panel.
Yes, they know.
Oh, you did? Great. Ruben.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's going on, man?
I'm approaching about an off-docket matter. Listen here, I'm approaching about Amir Hayes.
Hayes?
Yes.
Off docket, and it's about bond conditions.
What, do you have the cause number? What's your cause number?
Amir Hayes. I'm supposed to get the cause number now.
Okay, I'm ready.
Spell his name A-M-I-R Hayes.
No. Do you have a cause number?
Yes, I do. 25554701.
Okay, I got 25554.
Oh, 253. 253 554701.
That last number, was that last?
35547.
Okay. What would you like?
He's on the leg monitor, and he's not. He wasn't sent to be on the leg monitor. It's not one of his conditions. When he went to a probation officer, they put him on a leg monitor. I would like for that to be removed.
Okay, just give me a second. Let me deal with the other stuff that's on docket and then we can talk, okay?
Yes, sir.
Give me a second.
How you doing, Phil?
Hey, Judge, how you doing?
Hey, Bo, what's up, man?
I'm doing good, Your Honor. I actually have a client on the docket. It is Mr. Let me make sure I get his name right. It is Sultan Karim Maknogia. It's an assault case, Your Honor.
Okay, I see it. Magnosia.
Yeah, okay, yes, sir. You said it better than I did.
What are we doing? Where are we going?
My client claimed innocence throughout the situation. I shared a video and some photos with the state last week. So, I mean, we're at a situation, I think they were going to double check with a witness, which is not an independent witness, but they said they were going to do that. So that's where we last left off.
Alex, what say you?
So it looks like we attempted this morning at 11:09, made a call, but then the number returned cannot accept calls at this
I've
time.
also reached out, so I've talked to the main complaining witness and I've reached out to the other witness who's at the scene for Denise. And I'm having a little more trouble getting a hold of Denise, but I just found getting.
So let's do this. I'll give you a week to rip it and eval for trial. See whether you guys, I think he said he's giving you some stuff, so take a week, do what you can, tell me whether you think it's good or not, and then we'll go from there. If they think it's good, then we can set it next time we come back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on, let me get you a date, Bo.
Thank you, Judge.
February 10th?
That's
That
good.
would be-
Yes, sir.
That's next Monday. You okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's
Okay.
yours.
Thank you, Judge.
Take care.
You too, Judge.
Mr. D.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Two matters I need to talk to you about. First of all, Mr. Burton.
Burden. Is it in jail or bond?
It's a bond case.
I see it, okay. Oh, he's got a bond.
It's my understanding, had a bond violation. He was supposed to, go take a drug test, I believe on January the 15th. Am I correct? January the 15th, and he did not go.
Is he here now?
He's here now. He's just sitting.
Come up, sir. So I'm gonna send him now. You're supposed to show up when they tell you to show up, and when you don't, there are grave consequences. I'm gonna send you now. If it happens again, I will revoke your bond. Do you understand? Okay. All right, Mr. D. So we'll send it for a test now, do a short reset, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
No, sir, you just need to go sit down.
Free to go.
Next
Who
is,
else you got?
Mr.
Child services training. It's right next door to the.
Mr. Gerard Jones, Judge. Mr. Gerard Jones is the young man that you had told to come back to court and show that he's enrolled, to get his, GED or his high school diploma. I don't think he has a high school diploma, so he was ordered to get his GED to show that he had been enrolled in GED. He's here today, Judge. If you want to
Come on, Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir, I'm up to the judge.
Yes, sir.
So tell me what's going on with you. What are you doing with yourself?
So the reason I missed my last 4 days was because I was arguing with my people about my information to get the for all the information I need for my GED stuff, and I ended up getting it. That's why I missed. So I've been calling the places, and one of them is real close to me, and the enrollment for the intake was today, but I had court today, so they talked. So I had to call back up there and see if I can go up there either Thursday or Wednesday. I think they said that's when they do the GED classes.
Drug test now, Mr. Jones. Take a seat for me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. D.
Yes, sir.
Hi. You ready? Good morning.
Approaching on Mr. Kabir, Kabir. Okay. So he's here on a bond violation, and also we were going to set this for trial as well. You're on two separate matters. It's a scram violation on January 16th and 17th. It's labeled as his third, Your Honor, but I think it's technically really his first that it's had alcohol detected, because the prior bond violations have been, I guess, like he wasn't using his car enough, so the battery would shut off the IID. I would ask the court to take that into consideration.
So the first time he was in lockout, so it wasn't getting.
Yeah. I'm just saying this is the first bond violation that's alcohol's been detected, Your Honor.
Felicia,
Yes, Judge.
on Mr. Kabir, the fees are waived, no?
There should be, yes, I can double check for you just.
So how does it go in lockout? Because it says client.
Check is the recalibration. They're instructed to report to the vendor. I believe it is.
No. It says here, as of 8/11/24, client's ID has been in lockout due to non-payment
Let me double check.
and failure to report, but I waive everybody's.
Yes.
And you're only saying that,
Come up, Mr. Kabir.
According to the conditions of bond, they are waived. And it's very clear that they're waived according to the bond conditions, so I'm truly not sure what that is. I can reach out to the case manager further. Maybe there was like a mistake.
So what's going on now with Mr. Kabir? Why do we have yet another bond violation? I mean,
well, Your Honor, it looks like this one is for alcohol consumption. That was on the 16th through the beginning of the 17th.
right now. And then I'm gonna roll up to tomorrow. I'll see you, Mr. Kabir.
And Your Honor, since we're here, it seems like the offers from the DAs have been exhausted, so we're ready to set this case for trial.
I want to have a hearing on his, whether I'm setting it for a test.
Sure.
I'll look to tomorrow.
Okay.
I want to have a hearing on it because I mean, it's just too many
I
violations
understand, Your Honor.
and things.
Sure.
Just too much drama, Mr. Kabir. No. All right, I'll set it for tomorrow and then I'm setting it for a test now. Okay. Thanks. Hi.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Hi.
I'm touching on my client, Mr. Kemp.
Okay.
I wanted to,
It was our understanding that you didn't put any bond conditions on Mr. Kemp.
No, I want, do you have
Did you sign
any,
PC on this case?
do you have any argument?
I do.
Tell me. So I'll refresh my memory because I don't remember.
This is where, my client's mother was having like a heart failure.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so moms
EMS
have,
was called. He called EMS, right?
wait, who,
To my client. His mom called.
she has a medical episode.
Mhm.
They're trying to
They're
administer.
trying to get her to the gurney and someone's trying to get to the side of the gurney and replace a family member. And then that EMS is grabbed by the arm by the defendant.
At the time, he was emotionally distressed due to his mom's medical emergency. It was more of a protective action. It wasn't any type of, there was no clear harm to the EMS. I mean, when we look at this,
Stop. Don't.
All right, go ahead and sign.
You're saying he prevented an EMS worker from,
Performing their duties and getting to the gurney to assist the mother because she was on the gurney and while she was trying to replace a family member who was on the side of the gurney assisting to get to the gurney, he grabbed the EMS worker instead, specifically don't fucking until the officer pulled him away. He was holding the person until pulled away by the officer and he said, don't, and then the officer grabbed him and took him to the patrol vehicle. So he was grabbing on to the EMS worker as she was trying to assist her.
I think that statement was based off of a little bit of confusion and frustration. It wasn't his intention to like impede
And
on the medical assistance.
in this case, that impediment would be grabbing the EMS, so she couldn't, or the EMS responder couldn't perform their duties, because at the time the defendant had grabbed their arm.
what was EMS, what were they trying to do?
So according to the DIMS, it says EMS responder tried to replace the family member that was assisting on the left side of the defendant's mother. So they were trying to take that position.
Okay, right.
So they're trying to assist the mother who was
Okay.
on the gurney. And that's whenever they couldn't do that.
Keep going.
And then it says the defendant proceeded to grab EMS responder's right arm and stated, don't fucking. Before the defendant could finish, the officer used an open hand technique to separate the defendant from the EMS responder.
But do you believe that arise to a clear threat? Or I think there was a lot of confusion because it seemed like two of his family members were.
What is the intent of what he is trying to do?
So
Is
there's
he-
a backstory to this because which he can explain as well, because it's a bit confusing, but
But we really can't get into that.
yeah, I know, I can't get into
The
the
thing
backstory.
is he really trying to impede? Is he trying to help?
He was trying to, so his situation was trying to help because in a way, he felt like they weren't trying to assist in the way in which they were called to assist. So it was more confusion because based off of what my client's telling me as far as
And
these facts
Your Honor,
that are stated.
as pled, it's through criminal negligence that it's just disrupting or impeding. And in this case, it was because the EMS could not replace that family member to get to the mother who was on the gurney. Because at the time, she had her arm grabbed by the defendant. So whether or not he intentionally was trying to impede is not the question, it's whether or not there was that impediment due to some criminal negligence. In this case, there was.
But what would you define as a criminal negligence?
He should have known that they were trying to do their duty and not to get involved.
And is it a public is it a,
And allow me to pull up the information again. And as pled and reflected in the statute, the person employed to provide emergency medical services, including the transportation of ill and injured persons. So in this case, it was the transportation of injured persons.
Can we, because I would definitely like to put everything together with the facts by watching because obviously there's camera to show exactly what happened, right?
I can see it.
Wasn't there dash cam?
do you want to delay it a couple
Yeah.
days?
There's a lot
I'm
of
done.
videos, yeah,
There
they're
are a
all
lot of
shared.
videos, so I can look at the videos and then put the pieces together to see
So,
whether, to see his clear intentions.
Pick a day later this week and we can have a problem.
Okay. He does need bond conditions, though, Your Honor.
I wasn't gonna put any conditions on.
Okay,
I mean,
that's fine. Well, that's fine for me and my client. I just wanted to,
Yeah.
that's what he's waiting for.
okay,
Thank you.
Connor. Hey,
On Miss White. Tanisha White,
okay.
she tested positive for THC.
No, you confused. You don't know what that is.
Thursday the sixth.
Yeah.
Come up, Miss White. How do we go forward?
No, I don't, I'm just like.
I know I messed up. I thought this case was gonna be dismissed, and like I said before, I do have,
This was where there was an agreement here, right? A PTI agreement? Am I not mistaken?
There was never a meeting.
I had two felonies, and you told me if I get those taken care of, they got dismissed, because what happened was not what I was
Stop,
charged.
stop, just,
Okay, there we go. You're free to go.
Anyone else know?
where are we going with this case, though?
I'm ready for trial, Judge. It's set on March 4th.
I don't know if it's actually gonna go on that day, but I'm gonna test 50 days. If I find that you test positive one more time, because I'm gonna test you again, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? Okay, so I'll reset it for 50 days, or I'm gonna set it, we'll keep it at the trial setting. If it doesn't go, then I'm gonna test again. If it goes, then, yeah, okay,
Sounds good.
all right.
Thank you, Judge.
No more, Miss White. If I find it again, I will lock you up.
Is it some way I can get some resources to help me with this, because I do have a chronic
Absolutely.
illness?
Up to Shatori here and we can help you out. All right, let me get this.
No, this is what I forget. I understand that this is so big for Joe. Goes to last name? No. Okay.
Cause he moved, it was a sink day.
Go ahead and file.
And if they vote, because I do talk with me about some it's just I just there's some lot of
Is it probably? Yeah.
So like a month. Yeah, another month. I think February will be filled up. Okay, just so.
Hey, Mr. Reed, I have to turn out for San Antonio.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I still have it in an email format. Did she email it to you? Yeah, she emailed it to you, so I can email it.
Okay, good,
We're gonna share email works.
Yeah, good. I took food to the house.
It was busy.
That's okay, we got it done. We got it done. I got them all, got it. I gotta go to ER too. That's always the boss, it's the last. I don't think you don't have that. I think I gotta find out about what happened to your. Every person. He's gonna come back and let you know what the best thing is, right?
Just set for it.
Right, you know.
Just have to do it.
What's your name? Joe. Jones, the right, you know. We have to be, yeah, you know, it's relation. We gotta send Jones over there.
Yes, he's good to go today.
You good to go, okay? You know where to go? Do you know where to go? Sir, do you know where to go? Yes, sir. Okay.
Is he coming back tomorrow? Yeah, we'll, as a color,
Tomorrow? Okay.
Both of them, we'll roll for tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, let him know. Jump down.
Did you want to do the same for Burton or no? Same thing. Yeah, Burton, Edward Burton. Yeah, has he given an example yet? He told me he's probably not going to be able to for a while because he's lost it. Well. Looks like a procedure. Yeah. I gotta check out.
Yeah. She should be on, right? No, that's okay. I have what I have, and I've been talking to two people, so she can help. Yes. Yeah, you can talk to her about the. What's the policy called? And we should really find the right.
So this is.
Setting up the council.
Sorry. This is a. So actually, I'm just on. That's how it's fine.
Yeah.
Her
career, that's like.
Is that?
And you don't even have to prove that she was a top officer.
Well,
Everybody. No. I wonder what is she. Oh, wait, were you showing me the case? Yeah. What's going on?
We'll go with the board. It's all I think.
Okay.
Car salvation.
You already prescribed to them. I don't know. It's fine. It's spending that though. Who is that guy that are? Or the pills. Why? I should be on the big launch somewhere. Oh, they often need something. Okay, so what should we do? Becomes a drug. Oh. Yes. Was the defense attorney?
No, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
Yes.
okay.
I want to know more about it was the Christopher Robbins. Is this, do they have any history? Whoever she took the guys about.
She just got two.
What were the dollars?
There's some good. You didn't argue with. Said she's not you to take care of.
Okay, which was. But take care of that, so she. Oh, she. She working at that. One of these are, and versus to our before after.
Well.
Or they're in the.
It happened in my day. He's been like, sort of.
What she do, so then she, then we talk to them.
What's the film?
Yeah.
So the felony, she's just screaming and spitting, just and refused to sit inside and had to be forced inside the patrol.
That's like.
That was dismissed.
She also had Christopher Robbins, yeah, to bottle on that too. Am I reading that right now?
Yeah, Christopher Robbins.
So she stole it.
Yeah. Because they guys by your wall. Oh, that was, I remember the first one.
Yes.
That's one of the assumptions that I'm looking for. Yeah. They get to arrest. So normally. With the drugs down.
Maybe they have. Yeah, they're too far.
That's my perception.
Not necessarily.
Was it felony, if the felony pending as a crime or something, why they put her over. So that's status. Did you get it from warrants?
Actually.
What the hell is wrong?
No, that's no search.
Yeah, but the church is good. Gotcha. So. For some reason. Hey, Judge.
Hey, oh, great. Judge, guys, you, can we talk? Come on. Yes, yes, please. So we have this young lady that's about to plead to the case. The problem is that she's got 5 kids, can't afford anything. Is there a way to waive all the stuff in the program?
No, because a lot of those costs are community supervision costs, and I don't have the authority to waive their costs. So like SOP, I don't know if she's taken a TRAS yet or anything, but SOP,
She's, how far along is she in the program?
I
What's she
think
done?
3 or 4 months in.
has she spoken to the probation officer about her financial situation?
Well, we originally filed a financial affidavit, and then as far as conversations with her officer, she had made mention that she can't afford it anymore. Basically, at that point, she stopped doing stuff because she can't afford to do it.
Because typically my understanding was that if she brought that to their attention, they would go through and do kind of a financial plan with her and help her find lower cost options.
I think she wants to do
But
that.
I'm not sure. So she's already in the program, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
But I
she's on
mean-
docket for a violation or something?
No, she wants, she's gonna plead today because she can't afford it.
Yeah, I was gonna bring her in to plead it out because she can't afford it.
Would you mind emailing me her case information, allowing me to staff it with our program coordinators who can reach out to her specifically assigned officer to see what conversations they've had and what
Okay,
options
sure.
are available to her? Which makes
Does
sense.
she still want to do that, you think?
She wants the case off the record if she could stay in the program. It's just a matter of finances with her.
So let's see, let's not do it today. Give it some time, see if you guys can work it out.
Yeah,
you
she's
know?
not on docket today, so we brought her in off.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, then just,
She lives in Louisiana, so she got
oh, that's another hurdle too.
How long is she here?
well, she's going back right after court. I mean, yeah, that's where she lives.
I mean, we can always do stuff through Zoom, you know?
Sure.
So, or FaceTime, so there's always a
It's
way.
true, yeah. If we're not gonna plead, we can do it.
Please, she's got to be here.
Yeah, I understand
Other than
that.
Everything can be achievable through Zoom. There's just no,
She wants me to look into it. I have no issue.
Yeah, I'll email you everything. Then, if we could find a solution that works for her, I mean, that'd be great.
awesome. Yeah. We need to be able to, there should be a way that we can work these things out. Like maybe we get some like grant funding or something to where when we have people who are in this situation, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. But, because I know, and I know.
Community supervision, I have access to those kind of resources. I just know what's
I want to say that I've heard that other jurisdictions also have a way that they have a workaround in these situations as well too. So,
what they do or don't have.
Right.
And I want it to be available to everyone. So we'll get to the bottom of it.
okay, cool. Yeah, just let me know if you ever need anything and then I'm.
Thanks, Judge.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, page 3, front end. I received an email, except for THA, I received an email saying he has car trouble.
Did this person say when they can come in?
No, Judge.
Okay, I guess SFBF 1 week. If they fail to come, then that's it.
Next one is page 4, Bustamante.
5,001. And I granted a withdrawal on that, by the way.
Okay. Next, Judge, is page 5. Chadwell, Semple Raymond, fell to appear, first time.
2501. And then right under it too,
Yes.
2501. Wait a second. Did we appoint someone to?
No, Judge, this one's the one that said to tell him to provide better proof. I did, and then I told him you want to come here today. He said, okay, thanks. And that was it.
What hospital? What kind
He
of?
did not say, it was the proof that you were, that's like a barn.
Okay, all right. I guess 2501.
Next is page 6, Centeno, separate THA, fell to appear.
Okay, wait, help,
Doesn't have
Anton,
the case on down.
oh, 2501.
Next is, page 8, Palmer. He said Mr. Enrolli was his attorney. Mr. Enrolli said he has not hired him.
Come up, Mr. Connor.
He hasn't hired him.
Yes, sir.
So you don't have a lawyer. Tell me what you're doing about that.
I've been speaking with him, the first time when I came, after my arrest. He was.
I'm not gonna talk about the case, dude. Your
Okay.
case is 400 days old.
Well, basically, I did hire him. He said he was gonna come here and attach himself to my case, and then I seen him leaving.
Did you give him money?
That's what I was told. I told him I was gonna give it to him. He said, okay, I'm gonna come here and attach myself to your case. That's literally what just happened. And then I just told the officer to check because I seen him, I'm thinking maybe he went on lunch. Cause he literally just told me he was gonna do that. Walked off, didn't tell me anything.
I think it's because he hasn't paid on it.
And we just talked about that outside.
Right.
And then
No,
once
no,
I
no.
told him, he said he was gonna attach himself and then we can do it.
You're supposed to have a lawyer today. Your case is 400 days old.
Yes, sir.
I don't want any more games.
Yes, sir.
Did you give him money or not?
No.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we'll roll your case. It's now late. I'm not gonna attach a lawyer to your case tomorrow. I'll roll it to tomorrow and I can provide you a lawyer tomorrow. But we're putting this baby to bed. The case is 400 days old. You have multiple failure to appear, so I'm not gonna play this game. We'll roll you to tomorrow and then I can give you, Deputy, do you mind giving him an affidavit? We'll send him home with it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna give you an affidavit. I'm gonna send you home with it. Come back tomorrow, fill it out, and then I'll appoint you a lawyer if you qualify.
Okay.
Okay?
I don't think I'm qualified, because of my income. Okay.
Then you need to hire a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm
I'm going to
talking
set your
to-
case for trial.
Yes, sir.
It's 400 days old.
Yeah.
The next setting, you get a trial setting.
Yeah, okay.
You know better than you. If you're not going to qualify, then you need to get a lawyer today. Okay, please.
I appreciate it, Judge.
Go ahead and sign for your response. Judge, did you want to send him home with the financial?
We'll send him home regardless. Sure. If he wants to fill it out, he can fill it out. No, this never went through. That never went through. You didn't do that, please.
Fill that out and bring it back.
Manny, hey, bud.
Daniel Suarez. I just want to talk to you real quick. The state's writing up a plea for that one. I don't know if you're gonna,
Look at it.
do we have time for the review?
Yes, of course. Suarez?
No, Osores, Daniel Osores.
Yeah, if you want to do it.
And just so you know what we're doing, it's a time served on DWI. They're gonna keep him on his MAJ and felony court, but they're gonna attach bond conditions, DWI bond conditions to his deferred and felony.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you guys want to do, it doesn't, I mean,
Just let you know.
with ours, it's just, yeah, is it written up already?
Yeah, no, but they're doing it right now. We're about to sign it.
Okay.
Judge, ready for the next one? Yeah. All right, page 12, Lynn, separate THA, fell to appear.
You said page 12?
12.
2501.
Oh, my God. Page 14, Brenda. This one, Judge, I left him to you. That was the one he said, we'll see if anybody signs on or not. And if they don't, then he'll.
2501. And then under it, Gidry?
No, you gave him an attorney.
Okay. Oh, got it.
Next is page 16, Jones. This one's a little weird. So one bond has today's date and the other bond has 2/6.
So roll both to 2/6 SFBF.
Next is page 19, Lynch. I know you remanded her. What was the amount?
7502. And let me see.
Next is.
Wait, hold on. I don't know if I did a, yeah. Okay.
Page 24, bottom of 24, Leader. He called again. That was the one that said he was checking in and he was going to try to get approved. He's been calling a lot.
So SFBF tomorrow and we'll appoint him a lawyer. So for tomorrow, just appoint, and then we'll have the lawyer reach out to him to make sure it's legitimate.
Page 26, Osaurus. Is it gonna?
Yeah.
Page 31, Smith came back negative.
So just a normal reset.
Yes, I emailed council a couple of dates and I'm waiting for them to respond. Next was page 33, Torrance. You took her in, what was the bond amount?
7501.
Page 37, Zubiri. What's up with that one?
That's me, Judge. I'm still working with Kelsey on it. I think she's on call right now, maybe.
Okay. Whatever they're gonna do.
That's the last one.
Okay. We're done though, right? Other than that? Oh, we got the plea.
No, we have Perez and the holdover council wanted to approach.
Did you tell me to remind you to do the order on those and thing? 5001.
Is it on docket today? Yeah.
Post on page 4.
Did I take him into custody?
No.
Oh, this is the guy, he's AWOL, right? I'm sorry, I'm changing it. He's multiple player to appear. Sorry, 5,002, not one.
Judges that, please, stepping out.
Okay, Mr. Cartwright. Hey, Alex, did you pull up Mr. Cartwright's case so we can talk about it real quick?
In which case is it?
Do you remember the cause number? It was two.
For Amir, let me see.
Yeah, what was that again?
Oh, I have it 253-5547.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened with the case. Can you refresh my memory?
On the newer case or the older case? The same transaction.
Yeah, the same transaction. Yeah, they're both one and the same. What happened?
Okay. In the case, it was June 3rd, 2024, officers dispatched an aggravated assault call. The officers met with complainants 1 and 2. The first complainant was in a prior dating relationship with the defendant. The second complainant is the first complainant's mother. The first complainant stated that the defendant and her were at a party when the defendant became upset that the first complainant was not responding to his advances, and they got in a verbal altercation. During the argument, the defendant punched the first complainant in the face several times, causing pain. The second complainant stated she observed the defendant and the first complainant were in a verbal argument and went over to intervene, but was struck in the face by a closed fist by the defendant, causing pain. The defendant then left and returned with more family members, and the first complainant stated the defendant continued to assault her until gunshots were heard and the defendant fled.
Ruben, what do you want?
I just want,
I just put on the bond conditions like a week ago.
I just want, I mean, we just got on the case and he got a leg monitor. That's not a part of the conditions. We're asking for the leg monitor to be removed. We don't want to.
It's been only a week, Ruben.
But that's not a part of the conditions when you went to the probation office. That's when they automatically put the leg monitor on. That's not a part of the condition, a qualification. Oh, all we ask is the leg monitor be removed. It's not a part of the conditions.
He's saying that
No monitor.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any bond conditions.
there are no bond conditions with a monitor on it, Ruben.
But when he went to the probation officer, they put the leg monitor on him.
Ruben, he's not on probation. He has an open case that's only a week old.
When he went to the pretrial, they put the leg monitor on him.
It might have been ordered by the magistrate, but I see an order in that I created personally, so it should negate that. So if he goes, he should no longer need that device.
I didn't even see where
There's one on the other case, I think it's the 4,000 bond case, but I made the transfer order to,
no, but I don't even see magistrate conditions signed that are telling him to put on a leg monitor.
Yeah, I know. There are none. We're just asking for it to be removed.
from the 13th of January. But following that, on the 24th, new conditions were put in place to no longer need that. So he can have the device removed if he goes to pretrial service.
We're just asking for it to be removed. That's all. We're not asking for anything new or anything.
But I mean, I'm looking in the conditions. It's not even in the conditions to get a leg monitor.
What can we have?
It's a GPS device on the.
Can we have it removed? Can we have pretrial remove it?
That's on the other case, the 2535548.
Oh, I'm looking at 1K. Okay, they must have put it on the other one then.
Yes, it's only on the other one, but even on that one, there was a transfer order to no longer need that, so he can have the device removed.
Yeah, tell them to go back to pretrial. They'll take it off, Ruben.
All right, thank you.
But please admonish your clients so no more, any more issues, it goes on, okay?
Okay, thank you. I will. You have a great day, y'all.
You too. Take care, Ruben. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Come on. Good morning, Mr. Osores.
Good morning.
So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand a couple things, sir. Number one, that this charge is going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life and you can never take it off. What that means is that whenever you get pulled over now, in the future, an officer, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to look at your record. They're going to see that you have a prior DWI. What do you think they're going to do if they come up to you and they smell alcohol on you? No.
Oh, no.
Shoot again. What do you think they're going to do? That's what's probably going to happen. Right. What we're doing today, from now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. What's more is you're on felony probation for a is it a third degree? It's a third degree, right?
Yes, Judge.
There's only so many times that they're going to let you slip before they put your butt into prison. What do you think they would do to you in prison? Do you have any clue what they would do to you? It's your worst freaking nightmare. It's worse than that. And you're literally. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, you better address it before the felony court gets involved and really takes your life for a spin. Because there are only, like I said, there's only so many chances they're going to give you before they light your butt up and just throw you into prison. Once that happens, your life is all but over. Anytime you have a felony conviction on your record, your life is all but over. It'll be nearly impossible to get a good job. No one hires felons, potentially lose the right to vote. It is a very bad thing. So you're telling me that they're going to continue him on supervision upstairs?
The whole deal was, as long as we pled to something here, and they were going to continue him upstairs. And we just wanted to get it done before he has court on Wednesday. We were just waiting for videos to come in, so we reviewed everything.
So you have to understand, you're on felony probation. You plead to this case, it's very possible they revoke your probation, put you in prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement, Mr. Osorio. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to this offense, like I said, it'll go on your record. You can never take it off. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
We all make mistakes, right? But the idea is that you learn from your mistakes and you don't continue to endanger other people's lives. There is a $3,000 surcharge that is usually tacked on when someone pleads guilty to the DWI. I'm going to waive it now, but I'm going to tell you on a second offense, you're looking at a $6,000 surcharge, not to mention court costs. So get ready. You pick up another DWI. It's really going to go south. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
I am going to suspend your license for 180 days. Do not drive until you get a license. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, send you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
You got it. All right, we are done.
Oh, Jason, yes?
Yeah. Vic, that's it, right?
Take care.
I know other than that, I'm not gonna, it's 1 o'clock.
Okay,
It's-
I'll roll it.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Also,